Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. How is everyone doing today? I see Taryn here. What's up? Tara's awake? Wow. Very impressed. Jordan, what's up? How's it going, Jordan? And hello to everyone that's in here hanging out. What's up? For those of you that are coming for the announcement, we're going to talk about that in a second here, which we're very excited for. What else we got here? We got to turn on the queue here for the chat things as well. If anyone would like to join the chat, you can do !join if you'd like. We got a good one today. First off, thank you. Like the hat. I like the hat too. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. Other friends of mine don't like the hat, but that's all right. But thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here what we got. We'll let everyone slowly roll in here as we go. Risco, what's up? How's it going? Tara, see, there's my mods, Tara and Donovan. Um, we love the hat. It's just a way to know you really made it. Nah, see, thanks, Donovan. I like to think I have. Um, but first off, before we talk about any of the giveaway, or before we talk about any of the announcement, and Bardley's here. What's up, Bardley? Risco, it's been a while since I was in the stream, but that's a dope hat, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Mama Lisa in the house. What's up? Hi, Mom. How's it going? I hope you're okay, Brengro. I'm okay. Yeah. I mean, I had a rough morning. But that's all right. It's things are getting better. Also didn't help that I went to bed at like 5:30 last night, or this morning, I guess it would have been technically. That did not help. Who doesn't like the hat? It's okay. It's okay. Down, boy. Down, Jordan. It's all right. It's gonna be okay. It's all right. Um, but first things first. So you guys know we have a brand new command that we just joined or added on. Exclamation mark mod. We are opening up the mod applications again. We're looking for some new mods. If you guys are interested, exclamation mark mod will get you there. It's a form. You got to fill it out. We cannot accept everyone, unfortunately, but we are interested if you'd like to at least drop the your name and all that stuff, because that would definitely be something we at least take a look at. We would prefer you guys to fill it out rather than nothing at all. If you guys are interested in all, shoot your shot. We are all game for it. Um, yeah, mod applications. They're going to be open for a little while here, so make sure that you get your mod applications in. They're definitely worth it. That's for the announcement. Who came for the announcement? That's the question. Because I feel like there's quite a few of you guys that are here for the announcement. We've been talking about it this past week, hyping it up. I will say the mod team has been actively hard working on this project. So I'm very, very excited for it. Yes, Donovan. What's good? Donovan had Mama Lisa and Donovan had made a deal, struck up a deal that Mama Lisa's buying Donovan a hat. So I've heard it's on the way. So, which I mean, see, if you become friends with Mama Lisa, you might get the hookup. So big things coming your way. Um, yeah. As far as the announcement, I won't tease you guys too much. We will have a command that'll be unlocked in a few moments here once I explain it. So let me explain it because there is so much detail that goes into this. But let me just kind of give you the TLDR version as best I can. We are hosting a Rocket League tournament. It is going to be called Bren's Rocket League Duo Derby. We are going to have 128 teams spots available, and the winner could take home up to 250 US dollars. Yes, Barley, Bren's Rocket League Duo Derby. So it's going to be a duos game or duos tourney. So two people on the tourney. Um, the prize pot starts at $50 as of right now. If we get for every 20 teams that participates, we will add on 50 more dollars up to the mark of 250, which is under 128. Or sorry, yeah, just under 128. So get a friend, get get people to join. That prize pool will go up and up and up the more people that you get in there. Um, if you'd like to, we're going to unlock I'm going to unlock the command right now. It should be working. Let's just try it out to make sure it does. If you exclamation mark announcement, that will give you the information for it and also the sign up sheet. You can sign up right now and get ready. It is going to be first come first serve. So keep that in mind. If you are not signed up, if you have a teammate, that'd be great. If you do not have a teammate, we can pair you up at the very end here when we have more singles to pair up with, or if someone doesn't have a partner that shows up at the day of. It is July 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, and it is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that is July 3rd. You have a long time to get ready and set up for this. You got some time to practice, get your friends all set up. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a dead game either. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a dead game at all. I mean, the reason why I got into it is just because I just started playing it. So I mean, it's definitely not a dead game. However, dead game or not, that's 250 US dollars that is up for grabs for the winning team. I would definitely say don't miss out on that. It's definitely something you guys will not it might be something that would be hard for us to do again. Um, but fill out that form. Get your name in soon because if you wouldn't want to be late for this. If we are projecting to have the full 200 or 128 teams, 260 people, and we are expecting a wait list. So keep that in mind. Don't sit on this and be late. Get a friend, get them in as quick as possible. That's July 3rd, Saturday, July 3rd, at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just keep that in mind. If you guys at any point want to go sign up and you just want to maybe wait for later, !announcement will get you into that link and all the other information that's on there that I just put up there. So you guys came for that, which is great, but we also have a lovely guest, not guests today. We have guests, which is awesome. So we're gonna get into that for you guys as well. Today's guests are a Vancouver-born company that began as a streetwear company in 2015. Yes, with an S. Yeah, you're right, Brett. However, selling amazing clothing wasn't enough for that creative duo, which is why in 2017 they expanded their business to include tattooing. Since then, they've been building a following on TikTok, amounting to over 300,000 followers. Today, we ask some deep questions, or we hope to ask some deep questions to know where they come from and how they see life. Please help me in welcoming Pulse Vancity, also known as Alex and Tamaya, to the conversation. Tara, I am just as excited as you are. Hi, there we go. We can hear you guys. Awesome. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome. You guys have been patiently waiting. I've been watching it. Great guess. I agree, Mom. I agree. So you guys are breaking barriers here at Connections. You guys are the first ever guess with an S that's ever been on this phone. Exactly. Right. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. So with this, to start off, we start off every episode with two truths, one lie.
Love that.
Let's go. So, do you guys both have one, or do you guys have one that's together? Never asked.
I think they're separate. Are
Okay.
you gonna play this too, or are you guessing?
I'm gonna guess as well. So I'm gonna guess and see what I can get to. So, what we're gonna do is I will get you guys to say them. If whoever wants to start is totally fine with me. We will start with one first. We'll go through the list. I'm gonna try and see what I can. If I'm gonna let the chat go through a guess, we're gonna run a poll and they can guess and answer. Hopefully we can get Donovan on that to make sure that we run that poll. Hi, Samuel. Super Samuel. I might just call you Super. How's it going, Super? So we're gonna run a poll. They will kind of guess or help me guess more than anything, and then I'm gonna guess what I think the lie is. And then from there, you guys will let us know, and then we'll go to the next person. If that works for you guys.
No, good.
You want to start?
You can start.
You want me to start?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
go for it.
All right. So, the first one, I was born in the USSR, and both my grandma and mother, practically all of my family, they're all communists. I mean, obviously, we know what happened with that, so probably can't say they're communists anymore. Second one is recently I've developed this weird hobby and habit of collecting some new little things, and it's embarrassing to talk about because it has such a bad stigma around it. But those little furry things, they have the Pop Funkos. They have little similar to them, but they're little furry suits and shit. And honestly, just for the fuck of it, as a joke, I wanted to get a furry suit.
Okay.
And the third one, I've once traveled across all of Thailand and Burma in a bus with my dad. Took over 40 hours, and the bus driver would openly be doing meth.
Oh. Okay, that was a curveball at the end there. I was not expecting that at the end. Donovan, can you run a poll for me too on the 1, 2, 3 and see if we can Okay, so the first one. Let's go. Let's unpack all this. That's a lot. Okay, so you have you were born in the USSR. And your family that lives there are communists.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the first one. Super, thank you, appreciate it. Yes, we'd love for you to jump in that Discord. Um, Also, too, sorry, just before I go into this next one here, Mama Lisa's asking, can you guys see the chat? Are you guys able to see that on your side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going back and forth from my
Perfect.
screen.
Actually, let's double check the chat. I can see the video, but
Yeah,
not
it's
the
right,
chat.
it's right there.
Oh, it just pops up once in a while. Oh yeah, then we see it.
So, yeah,
It's a little slow.
so
It's okay.
it's all right. I am too, so no worries. And then we've got the hobby being collecting. Is it furry suits or like Funko Pop?
Like Funko Pop furries. It's
Okay.
like it's based off of furry suits, but they're not actually like officially Funko Pop or whatever, but they're like little collectible things.
Okay.
You can't see them like right behind the TV.
Okay. No, it's okay. What's got it might be that okay. Okay. No, it's got you might be adding too much in there. But you said that as a joke you might get a furry like outfit.
Dude, I heard those things are like $3,000. If
Yeah,
someone sends
what
me
the
one of
fuck?
those, come through, please.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
Damn.
balling.
Damn.
weird holes in the genital area, so shit.
I mean, I've seen Tamaya's stuff. She's very creative, so I mean. Okay, and then we've got the last one, which is that you where did you went on a bus trip with your dad, but sorry, where were you traveling?
Thailand and Burma.
Thailand and Burma, okay. Um and the bus driver was actively doing meth throughout the trip.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are
That's
saying what's it called? The poll is up, by the way. If you guys want to guess what the lie is, throw it in there. Risco, I see you put the last one. Throw that in the poll for me. So let's go. I see that someone's saying that the furry suit is the fake. I don't know. Super. We're trying to guess what the two truths one lie. So that either was Alex. Was he born in the USSR to a family of communists? Is his hobby collecting furry Funkos? um, or is the lie that he went to on a bus trip with his dad to Thailand and the bus driver was actively doing meth? So we got couple more people. The bus driver. See, I'm lean. Oh, someone just went back and put the furry suit. See, I could totally see the family thing. That's a thing. Sorry.
It's embarrassing. The furry collection one.
Okay.
So I don't like to talk about it too much, but like
Hey, it's all
it's
good.
weird.
It's all good. Okay, so what's that number's going up and up and up. So I don't know. That's the thing. See, I was looking at you when you. So I always try and read the guests to see how they kind of act. Okay, so what's called the chat does say that the furry suit they think the furry suit is the lie. So hang on. Let me get my own one though too. I'm gonna say so. Going through them. USSR is not far. I'm betting you're some sort of European, Russian kind of sort of thing. So I could see it. I could definitely see it in that sense. And that's not too far off. You were giggling the whole time the furry suit thing. But I also don't know because you seem to sell it pretty well. And that's the thing is so I don't know. And then yeah, see, no judgment about the furry thing. Yeah, exactly. We don't kink shame here. Uh, uh, and then but the sorry,
Got the name for it. I got it all.
okay, so it's oh jeez, you're not making this any easier for me. And then the bus trip. See, the bus trip, I could see that part being true. But I feel like there's a little bit of a lie in the bus driver doing meth. However, there's some wacky people in this world. So that's the thing. Chat hasn't let me down yet. So I'm going to go with chat today, and I'm going to say the furry thing is the lie. Can you please, Alex, tell us the lie? What is the lie?
Sorry, but no, you're absolutely correct. There's no way in hell I'm a fucking furry, bro. I'm sorry.
There
There's
we go.
no way in hell.
Let's go. We run the success on that one. There we go. I'm running this.
I was overselling it a bit too much, but it's okay.
Okay, let's go. So let's run it through. Let's start from the top and work our way down here. So you were born in USSR.
Yes.
Okay. So growing up to
Yes, I'm proud of it.
what's up? And so communist family. Like how is that growing up in that sense? And also now coming to Canada.
Well, all my family is dead, so I don't really have many stories. Been to their grave sites a couple times. Kind of cool. Couldn't breathe once I went into when I was in like grade 7. I went to Russia, visited, and went into like the grave site area, the graveyard.
Graveyard.
That's the word. And I just couldn't breathe, dude. It was the first time that it happened to me. It was a really strange feeling where honestly, like my breath just got caught in my throat. Like I couldn't actually breathe. Like I thought I was going into some sort of shock kind of thing. And then as soon as we got out, drove away about 2 minutes and went away. But beyond that, yeah, like I said, I have no family. My dad travels the world constantly, so I don't really see him too much. I can't come into Canada legally or Japan. No further questions on that. But my mom, she's great. She's a wonderful person, raised me here by herself ever since we came when I was 3 years old. Grandma passed away, unfortunately, 3 years ago. And yeah, that's pretty much my entire family. I have an uncle and he is married, so they have a bunch of kids. Yeah, my family's weird. It goes into weird things. But yeah, I don't know much about USSR or Russia. I visited once. Don't like it. Not a big fan. But I mean, things probably change now, so it's probably looking up.
I'm sorry for the people
Yeah.
you've lost in your family, though. I'm sorry to hear that. But I will say,
It's
as far as what's called, we are big fans here in the connections world of single moms raising kids. So we got a lot of single moms. What's it called? Our children of single moms. We have single moms. That sounds weird, but but we have a lot of kids of single moms in this chat here, and so we're big fans of single moms and up in here.
Send me their numbers.
Oh boy. And then so the fursuit, that's the thing is I figured it was fake because it was just just a bit of a stretch. It was just a little bit too much. Oh, super. Well, welcome. I'm seeing where you're coming from here. And now I like you a little bit more. I from that Seth gang. And then the last one. The bus with the driver that was doing meth. Yeah. Let's hear this one.
Yeah, I traveled to Thailand like 7, 8, 9 times in my life because my dad was living there for the past like 10 years, and so I got to experience the country a lot. And my dad's big on traveling, like really big on traveling. Like when we go somewhere, we're visiting every single landmark, every historical location, stuff like that. And so we were in Thailand, and we wanted to go to this temple in Burma. And the only way we could get there, we could fly, but my dad's like, why fly when you could experience a bus? And obviously, we went. Yeah, so decided to go on a bus, went to Burma. It was about a 40-hour trek from where we were. So what was weird about this that I've never seen, especially in Canada, is that the bus driver doesn't take breaks. He will maybe every 10 hours for like
Wow.
15 minutes. People hop out, quickly go to the bathroom, grab some like street food, whatever you can find at this like, cafe.
Coffee bumps some mess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then the bus driver, once everyone leaves, he closes the door, and then you can still see in the bus, and he's just ripping meth,
Oh
just
my.
to like stay. The roads as well, when we were going, they're really windy, and so a lot of deaths occur like through these mountains, and a lot of people get really tired driving through it. Me and my dad both had to take this medication that's like anti-nausea medication because of how windy the roads were.
Yeah.
So yeah, we casually see this guy taking meth to stay awake, to make sure he's fully focused. And then I asked my dad about it, and it's a pretty common occurrence there.
Wait, I'd like to ask a question. So you saw him doing meth and then you got back on the bus.
I was in the middle of nowhere. I had no other option. I'm like, we're still here. Like,
Yeah, we're just gonna walk 50 hours that way. Yeah.
they had it going like 120. I wasn't gonna question it. It's fine, whatever. But yeah, interesting time.
I missed that episode of Magic School Bus when I was a kid. Okay. Well, that's definitely something interesting. That's definitely an interesting story. And what's called your party stories definitely probably beat more than other people. But let's see if Tamaya can keep up here with the next run of your Tooth Truth One Lie.
I'm so bad with lying, so I'm just gonna try to like spit all of these out really fast.
Okay. What's called? Does Alex know, and does maybe Alex want to perform them for you then? No. No. Okay. So no. Okay. That's all good.
Yeah, I feel like we'll be okay.
Okay,
So Number one, I turned down a six-figure investment into our company. Two, Post Malone follows me on TikTok. And three, I've tattooed a penis on two people.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like I spat that out really
No, that's
fast.
good. That's good. That's good. That was good because I don't think there was no tells that I saw because I was too making sure that I was getting it. Okay, so let's run the poll again, Donovan, if you can run it up for me one more time here. So this is two truths, one lie again, and then okay. So I haven't written down here. So the first one was sorry, six figure. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay, so six figure investment into your company.
Yes.
Um,
And I was
sorry.
and I said nah.
There's a
Okay.
lot more to that. But
Okay.
like,
Of course,
yeah.
of course, of course. That's okay. I don't need to go into too into detail because I don't want to spoil it to give it away anything yet. But we're interested in hearing that a little bit if you would if you're willing to. Post Malone follows you on TikTok. You said right? Okay. Um, and then you've drawn two dicks on two different people or just
I've tattooed two dicks
period.
on two different people.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So I know. Does it just have to be a dick? That's the.
Oh, it could you know
Okay.
create a license here. It could be included in something.
Okay, okay. Because I know of one. The thing is, I don't know if
Yeah.
you've done it twice. I recently saw the TikTok with the butterfly penis, which I thought was really funny. So I know about one.
But so have I done another?
Sorry?
So have I done another? That's the real
That's the
question.
thing, is I don't know. But I also know that, like, I'm sure you have crazy enough friends that would be willing to do. See what's called. For instance, I have a side profile of a butt on my ankle, so I'm like, it's not far off. So I could definitely see it. Hi, Breadcrumbs. How's it going? Um, so we're up in the poll. Let me know what you guys are thinking. So everyone's thinking that the Dix one is a lie right now. That is the highest
Okay.
rated one. But the investment, I don't know. You said it very seriously. The Post Malone thing, I don't know, because I don't know his presence too much on TikTok, but I could see it because like you do cool tattoos. He's into tattoos. It would work.
Self into Post Malone on TikTok before.
Sorry, say it
If
one more
that
time.
turned myself into Post Malone on TikTok before, if that gives you any backing to that.
Okay. Okay. So that makes it that pumps it up a little. Okay, so if someone has voted that they think that the Post Malone might be a lie. Um.
It is also her highest trending video or photo on Instagram.
Okay. So that's part. Okay. Let's go now. Now the lies are going for second one. Everyone's thinking that you guys are BSing. Okay, and then I don't know. Like I'm leaning to the last two, just to put it out there. Yeah, but with the vote still rolling here. Everyone's dead tied. Everyone's voted right in the center here. We got votes on every one. We got two votes on every single one. Okay, now second one's pulling through a little bit now. Um, let's see. I don't know. I might have to go with chat again on this one, but we're gonna let the poll run out here. The thing is with the two dicks one. I know you've done one, but have you done two? Is my question, and I think it's like it's hard because I could, and also another thing too is one thing we've seen in past guests is maybe it's not two dicks, maybe it's like three, and that's the thing is that we don't know because we've seen past guests do that before where they change like a little small detail in something like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Breadcrumbs, you
You know,
said what are they so I can vote? Oh, the number one is that there was a six-figure investment that they turned down into their company. Post Malone follows their TikTok, and that Tamaya has drawn two dicks on two different people.
Tattooed two dicks.
Tattooed, yes, exactly. So we're looking at number two as the lie right now is from the guess. Give me one sec here. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, what's up? Six figure. I know. See, they got that money. That's or they could have had that money. But that's all right. Sorry, one sec here. Okay. What? I know, right? So let's go. So, okay. So I'm thinking.
No.
I'm thinking. See, I want to ask chat before I make this question here, and I want to see what you guys think. I want to remind you, they are at 300,000 followers on TikTok.
Not they, her.
Sorry, Tamaya is on 300,000 followers on TikTok. Come on, think about it. One person could be Post Malone. That's not far off. So that's the thing. Is I don't know if it's two dicks. Yeah, see, like that's the thing. I don't know if it's like that. Maybe that's the catch. You know what?
I have 7 followers.
You
Post Malone.
said you have 7. You have 7. Is that what you said? See, it's all about the grind. You'll get it one day. Can you imagine if you had 7 followers and one of them was Post Malone? No way, it's Post Malone. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'm gonna go with it, but I'm definitely gonna be interested if I'm wrong here. I hope I'm wrong because like awesome if I am wrong. But I'm gonna go with Post Malone is the cap on this one. That is a lie. Can you please let us know?
Yeah, he liked the video that I made of him, but he didn't follow me. So that was the lie.
Go! We're 2 for 2 today. Okay, just so you guys know, let's run the success day. Let's go. Is that I am terrible at this game.
Really?
However, from what I've learned is my chat is amazing at this game.
You just go with what they say.
Well, I had the last 3 times because they haven't proved me wrong yet, and so we might just continue this trend until they get it wrong. But I would say is the first, like I think we're on. This is probably what I think the 10th time we've done this, like with YouTube being 9 and 10. I'm pretty sure I am now like I think I have a 50% rating. I think I'm 50. I think I'm 5 out of 10. I'm pretty sure it's kind of my rating right now for that, so which is not bad now. It started off like 1 in 6 or 1 in 5 for a while, and we're looking rough. But it's gotten a lot better. So we're off to it's a good day today. We're doing good today.
Job. I probably wouldn't have got yours.
I mean, the furry's kind of an easy throw off.
Maybe.
Really though, because you were like so detailed. Like, well, hang on. First off, do you have furry Funkos?
Oh, no. Dude, are you kidding me? No, I make fun of people like that.
you were so sorry.
No offense to anyone who likes furries.
What's up? You were so like confident, pointing to the background, saying like they were back there. That's what was like. Oh, maybe it is. Like I didn't know for sure. Like it was a good throw off though.
I could own one. I just can't imagine owning one. I probably like one day would get one just to say I have one, but I would leave it in the closet and like hanging. You know, I'd scare people with it, kind of shit.
The figure or like a suit?
No, like a full suit. Full suit.
All right.
Yeah.
Things to look forward to, Tamaya.
Pause it.
Or they also sell like $3,000 sex dolls. They're like really crazy intricate. They're like full body. You can customize everything.
And that relates to furries? How?
You could just buy one. I don't know. Like one of my favorite rappers got one sent to him for free, and it's really detailed, and it's like the arms.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, right. And so I'm like, that would be kind of cool to own, not use, but to own. You know? That's what I mean. Like,
just yeet. Okay, so let's unpack these 2 truths, 1 lie from Tamaya here. So the investment, the 6-figure investment. Obviously, I don't want you to use any names or anything like that because I don't need to kind of backfire on you. So explain as much as you'd like. But I am interested. 6 figures.
Yeah, like definitely more than just like low 6 figures too. It was really cool, but I don't know. It was from I'm gonna leave him nameless, but he wanted to invest to kind of help me catalyst the company at the time. This is probably 2 years ago, or maybe like a year and a half ago, like kind of like a little bit before COVID. And they wanted to put in X amount of money that was in the 6 figures just to be able to like kind of get us to be, I don't know. I think they wanted us to grow faster than what we were doing at that point in time because they saw the potential, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But we would be giving up so many creative decisions from taking that because that person would end up being able to have a lot of creative like decision, and they'd be able to make a lot of choices for us that we just didn't feel would benefit the company, if that makes sense. Because I feel like we both have a very prominent vision of what we want to be doing, and this other person didn't have the same kind of trajectory as us. So we kind of just thought it would be better to do without it, and we just were like, no, thank you.
I'm all for independent. So I think you guys, I personally think you guys probably did the right thing. And I know I've watched you guys for the past, was 2015. So what, that's 6 years now.
Yeah.
And see what you guys are doing. And you guys have done a very, very good job so far. And I won't be surprised if it just goes bigger and better in the future. So yeah, I think you guys made the right decision on that one for sure.
Thank you. I know. I think the day that we were like, no, though, we like both like shed a tear because we were like, that would be a lot of fucking money. But
But I think also too, is
yeah,
you guys invested in yourself rather than investing in cash. If that makes sense. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And we didn't compromise like our beliefs or our morals or kind of like the way we vision it, like Pulse going. So
Mhm.
The
yeah.
reward to risk ratio wasn't really worth it for us at that time. I mean, like from what we were making at that current time to what we're making now, I mean, if we went along with that deal, there wouldn't be much of a difference, but the amount of work that we would have to put in to get to that spot that they were asking of us would take years probably just to
Mhm.
establish it all.
Yeah.
So we'd be working like 100-hour weeks for something that's not necessarily worth the income that we're making at that time, right?
And it wouldn't be yours as
So
much anymore either, too.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm,
Lose a little bit of equity, but it's fine.
sure. So the Post Malone thing, you said he liked it but not followed. Is that correct?
Sadly, I made a video on TikTok, I want to say like almost a year ago, and I just turned myself totally into Post Malone. Like I did the face tats, I like did my hair in the braids, and I went into a liquor store to take a bunch of photos with like cases of Bud Light. And then I filmed the video and I posted it on Instagram, and he saw it and he liked it because everyone was tagging him, but then he didn't follow me. So that was the lie. But
Oh
it was
no.
a very good video, I will say.
See, let's go. So I don't know if you're watching this video, go follow Tamaya on TikTok. Um, she does great work. Tattoos, makeup, bird videos. um, let's go. There's a lot to follow there. It would be a good follow for you there. Um,
Yeah.
and then oh, sorry, hang on, Puma. Hello, Puma. How's it going? I'm here, but I'm gonna make some food because I'm starving. Oh my god, they're a couple. They look so cute together. You are a couple. That is correct. They're also they're a power couple actually is what I would call it. That runs a company named Pulse Vancity. If you exclamation mark guest, you will find that link for all their stuff. If you guys haven't already, go follow them on go follow Tamaya on TikTok, go follow them on Pulse Vancity, and go check out their website. They got some really cool stuff in there. Uh, so yeah,
Why,
and
thank you.
yeah, for sure. And then the story that everyone wants to hear. So let's hear about the dick stories.
Okay, well, one of them's not funny and then the other one's funny, so I'll tell you the funny ones. One of my friends, Joey, we met when we were in college. He is like one of the craziest motherfuckers I know. And we played a game of tattoo roulette like 4 or 5 years ago, and he lost. And then we had to roll a dice to land on like a picture that you were gonna get tattooed. And one of them was like a dick butterfly. So it was literally like balls, dick, like hairy balls and like butterfly wings around it. He was so happy about it. Like he got it on his ankle and he actually came back to get it touched up afterwards because he said it was like helping him pick up so many girls because it just started conversations. So he'd be like out at parties being like, yo, yeah, like, do you want to see my dick? And all these girls would be like, no. And he's like, no, like, look at my ankle. And then they'd like laugh. And I don't know. He said he pulled a lot of chicks with that. So, I mean, I'm kind of happy for him, but he's a dick tattooed on him forever.
I will say,
So,
as someone with a ass tattoo on my ankle, it's definitely been a conversation start. I mean, I'm in a relationship for almost 5 years now, so it hasn't been a girl picker upper, but I mean, it's been a conversation starter with friends and people are like, yeah, I'm like, want to see my ass? And they're like, huh? Like,
sure.
sorry.
So funny. It's an icebreaker for sure.
Okay, so let's go. So and then the second, what was the second one? Now I'm interested. You said it wasn't funny, but I'm still interested in hearing it.
It was just another dick on another stupid like not stupid person, but someone who just wanted to make a dumb decision, if that makes sense.
The way that
And they
Alex
paid-
looked off camera there makes me think it's him.
No.
You're like,
I'm sure, but no dicks on
yeah,
me
no
yet.
dicks on him.
he's-
That person doesn't want to be mentioned.
that's okay.
So.
That's okay. All good. The way that Alex says yet.
One day, maybe I'll hide it in his next piece or something like that. It'll be an Easter egg.
You know,
Still
funny.
don't have any purple tattoos or anything, so I can't complain.
Do either of you guys have Pulse Vancity tattoos?
No, but I've tattooed our logo on the same guy who got the butterfly dick
Go.
tattoo.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Free
Which is
promotion. What's it called? What's it called? You want to see my dick and my friend's company?
Hold up the other ankle.
Exactly. This guy's a billboard.
Oh, I love him though. He's the best.
He's funny as hell.
Hilarious. All right, so we are going to get into what we call quick questions. It's basically a speed round to kind of get you guys into the questions and stuff like that. Before we go into that, though, I want to remind you guys that all these questions are up to your comfort to answer. If you prefer not to answer a question, just let me know. I will stop asking. If you don't feel comfortable during any part of this, in addition, just so you don't feel uncomfortable during any part of this. In addition to that, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them at any point. I'm happy to answer, whether it be related to the question, related to me, whatever it may be. It's all good with me.
Sure.
We'll do speed round this, or the quick questions, the same as we did the Choose One Line. So we'll start with Alex first, and then we go to Maya. I know you guys have different schedules though too. So do you guys want to do, one of you guys do the deeper questions after this, one by one, or would you like to do it all both together? Either is fine with me. You guys, the duo is amazing right now, so I'm good. But it just depends on time for you guys.
Yeah, my meeting after this got pushed back by a few hours, so I'm good for the next couple hours.
Perfect. Super excited. That's awesome.
I got class at 3:30, but we still got 2.5 hours, so no
and I don't think it'll go over that, so that's all good too. So for quick questions, we're gonna start with Alex. Keep in mind, it's just a name for quick questions. You don't have to speed around it. It's all good. So don't panic. I don't want you guys to be like, I saw you sitting up, getting all ready to like fire off some questions like a rapper. Yeah. Let's go. Before the stream here, we were throwing we were testing the mics, and they were going yo, and we're like, oh, we're gonna spit some bars here. Let's go. So yeah, I just saw your message. We will do that in just a moment here when after this as well. So quick questions. First, Alex, what's your favorite color?
Blue. Oh, it's not that fast. Okay, blue.
What's your favorite food? Favorite food?
Oh, favorite food. Sushi.
Oh, favorite drink?
Alcoholic.
Either.
Water for non-alcoholic, and for alcoholic, I'd say that's tough. Vodka cran. I'm a white girl at heart.
Favorite number?
69.
Oh boy. Favorite movie?
The Great Gatsby.
Great movie. Favorite influencer?
Maya.
Nice.
Good answer. Good answer. Favorite vacation?
I don't know really.
I love her podcast.
Favorite vacation you have taken?
Hawaii with her about the first time when we went, I believe it was 4 years ago, or even 5 years ago in 2016. We went to Maui, stayed at this beautiful resort, and it was the nicest place I've ever been to in my life. And honestly, I'd kill to go back there.
Favorite animal?
A wolf.
Favorite season?
Oh shit, that's tough because I hate summer. I'll tell you that. Summer sucks. It's warm, it's uncomfortable. You can't wear long sleeves. You can't really look fresh, you know? But I love the fall. I'd definitely say the fall.
Okay. Favorite way to spend spare time?
Usually I'd say just with Tamaya, we'd love to go hiking. We'd love to just do some sort of exercise, travel new places, hikes, like I said. But if I'm just by myself, then definitely video games by far.
What's the video game of choice right now?
Oh man, at the moment I was making fun of myself for being like pretending to like furry suits, but man, I've been playing so much Naruto. Like I'm not even kidding. I've downloaded this trilogy of games and I've just been crushing one after another. I'm on the last game right now, but before that it was Assassin's Creed and just Black Ops.
All right. With well, our community in exclamation mark Discord, and I know you're in the Discord already, but almost every single night we hang out, and most of us will hang out in what we call the games room, and voice chat, and almost every night somehow we get to anime in some sort of fashion. So I mean, there's a lot of anime fans.
Oh,
I actually don't watch anime, but I've been told I need to get into it, so it's probably gonna happen soon.
what?
I
Never? You haven't?
never, just never like I don't know. So, um. Kuma says Assassin's Creed, fucking dope. I like them already, right?
Played
um,
every single game if it helps. I own the new one, Valhalla, and I got the Series X.
yeah,
I just haven't played it yet, but that's the next game on my list.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then Donovan, hey, he has a Naruto tattoo also. That's wow. Look at that. You're blending the two together in a sense.
It's actually a Dragon Ball Z tattoo.
Okay.
I want to get a Naruto tattoo, like the little Akatsuki cloud somewhere. The guy who got the Dick Butterfly, he
Yeah.
got that tattoo, and we were supposed to get matching ones, but I backed out. But I'm still committed to getting that, guaranteed.
3 years old.
Let's see here. What else we got? That's what's go. So this that is it for the questions. I'm just gonna go kind of back and go through them. Said favorite food was sushi, which is funny. It's the same answer as our previous guest answered that as well. That Vancouver sushi. I'm just saying.
So good. So good. It's
Yeah.
so fucking expensive because I don't go for like the simple $4 to $7 rolls. I'm talking like the 15 and up. There's some lobster rolls, some red dragon rolls, some white dragon rolls, bro. It gets expensive.
But it's worth it though, right?
So,
Favorite number. Oh boy. um, the favorite movie. Great Gatsby. Great movie. It's
yes,
a really good
love the
movie.
book.
Yeah.
The book's really nice. Definitely one of my top 10, I'd say. But I just love Leonardo DiCaprio. His acting in that's like I never really had any role models growing up. I still don't really care for some. So once I saw The Great Gatsby, I'm like, that's the one. That's my daddy right there. So had to pick him
That's
out.
my daddy.
Yeah, exactly. What's going, Mama Lisa put it best, or put it right there. Brennan and I had sushi on together on Sunday. We did when you were meeting our lovely member from our team, Donovan. I was eating sushi with Mama Lisa. Um, let's go. That's what we were doing on Sunday. Actually, because of our last guest that said about sushi, I couldn't get it off my mind since the past Tuesday. So that was the only thing I could think of, and so I had to get thing of sushi to hit that craving. Um,
Go-
sorry.
What's your go-to order?
My go-to order is chicken teriyaki rolls and a deep fried Cali roll is probably my go-to rolls.
That's what.
Yeah, and then sometimes I throw in something like random or like I'll put like prawn tempura or something.
Mm.
Fancy.
Yeah. um, how I eat it is not fancy by any means.
Do you use a fork or chopsticks?
I use chopsticks. I can use chopstick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, the other day the Cali rolls, the deep fried Cali rolls, they're just falling apart. So I did it by hand because I was like, I'm so hungry and not having this. But yeah. Favorite animal is a wolf, so that would be your furry identity, I guess.
No, no. I honestly,
Love the crossover.
I don't have like a favorite animal. I just have a wolf tattooed on me, and I'm like,
Let's go.
I hate that whole saying like alpha wolf type bullshit. That's so lame. But yeah, wolves actually there's no such alpha in a group. There like studies have shown that it's more so of a like a collaborative effort. There's never
Oh,
been an alpha.
I never
Yeah.
knew that. That's cool though. That's good to know. That's interesting to know. Favorite vacation. Funny enough, you're the same as our last guest too. He said Hawaii as well. Yeah, what's called and where's our local Hawaiian kid in here? Bardley. Um, what's called because he is from Hawaii. Doesn't live there anymore, but yeah, no. So Maui, yeah, Maui's beautiful. Hey, so nice and like especially calm too. Oh, Barley's here. There's Barley. What's up, Barley? We're talking about your hometown. Not really because it's not the same island, but that's all right. Um, with a high boy hat. Oh, there he is. Exactly. Barley's turned into like Perry the Platypus now. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's Barley. And then favorite season is fall. It's funny. I'm like either summer or winter. It's funny that you said that because it like I get because I've seen the fits. Let's go. You're a big long sleeve guy. See, I'm not. So that's why I'm like whatever sort of thing. It's all good type of thing. But I understand why you said fall. It's a
It's definitely a close tie between fall and winter. I love winter, not here because we don't really get much snow or anything. But like when you go up to Whistler, you stay at the spas, like with all the snow. I love snowstorms growing up in Toronto as well. I got to experience like heavy winters and it was honestly the best time of my life. Loved it. But the fall is just also beautiful. It gets chilly, sweater weather start to come through. You wear hoodies and love that.
Sure. Um, we have a couple of Torontonians, is that how you say it? That are in here as well. Let's go too. I don't know if there anyone's here today, but I know Wolf Dog, who's a usual person to pop in, as well as our previous guest. We have Just Dre. Shout out to Dre. Um, he's as a Torontorian as well. Um, so we're gonna switch it over. We're gonna go to Maya for the quick questions here. As I said before, you do not have to speed round it, so it's all good. You don't have to feel like you're rushing, which is all good. But just at your own pace. But I will tell you as quick as kind of fairly quick. So first, what is your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite food?
Anything Mexican, like tacos, burritos.
Okay. What is your favorite drink?
Fiji water if it's like regular, and then alcoholic, sangria.
Okay. Favorite number?
13.
Okay. Favorite movie?
The Breakfast Club.
Okay. Favorite influencer?
Trisha Paytas. I love her. Do you know the Frenemies podcast with
Yes.
Ethan? Oh my god, I love that so much. They're so funny.
It's definitely an interesting dynamic between the two of them.
I know. I feel like Ethan kind of puts her in her place sometimes, and it's just it's so funny.
What's your favorite vacation that you've ever taken?
To Maui too.
Me too.
Yeah, we've been there a few times.
Favorite animal?
Cows or ravens.
Oh, okay. Favorite season?
Yeah, fall, definitely.
Well, favorite way to spend spare time?
I don't have a lot of spare time, but hiking, maybe, yeah, watching TV sometimes.
Okay, okay,
I have like half hour to myself.
okay. All right. So let's go through all these as well. So you said tacos, the favorite food. Fun
Yes.
fact: I'm pretty sure it's Taco Tuesday tonight at my house, which is awesome. Super excited for.
Too. Thank you for reminding me.
The favorite drink. You guys are both water drinkers, hey? Which is great. Good for you
Yeah.
guys.
My parents we had soda growing up, so I don't know. I just have an acquired taste for water now.
You'd think it'd be the other way around, though. You know what I mean? Like once you're not allowed it for so long, and once you move out, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna drink it all the time now. No one can stop me.
It's so true, but I feel like I wasn't allowed to have it for so long. I hate the fizzy feeling. Like it's like TV static, like on your tongue with any sort of pop. So not my vibe.
We have favorite number. Where did the favorite number come from? 13.
I don't even know. I've always liked odd numbers and like left over right. I don't know. I kind of like the odd things in life. I've just always liked the number 13 for some reason.
Okay.
And then my grandma was always like, that's like a horrible number. It's like the devil number. And I was like, well.
That's me. Favorite influencer. Okay, so let's go. I didn't want to touch on it too much just because I wanted to go through the questions, but I want to go back to it here. Trisha Paytas. Interesting.
Yeah, well, one of them. I like a lot. Do you know who Hey Big Mike is?
Of course, yes.
Yes, I love him too. I read his book. It was really good.
Yeah,
And then
Fido.
yeah, that was a really good book. Did you read it too?
I haven't, but I don't read books much, but I think I need to get the audiobook for it because I think it's something that I've heard from a lot of people is what's such an amazing book. Yeah, definitely on my list.
I have a copy if you want the hard copy, but
Oh.
I think he reads the audiobook, so that might be cooler.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so as far as like the H3 or the frenemies, it's not H3 podcast, and the frenemies.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting dynamic between the two of them because it's like you have like someone who's very kind of like laid back Mimi, and then you have Trisha Paytas who's kind of hot. What's the word?
Yeah.
High maintenance, I guess would be the best word to call her.
I think it's the dynamic that I like between them. Like I feel like maybe I don't directly just like Trisha, but I think it's the fact that they like balance each other out. So I find that their banter is just so funny. So if you like put it on in the background, they're like arguing 10 minutes in about something, which is just super funny to me.
Always. Yeah, exactly. Always. I know it's a smart move by H3 to produce that because I think it's a great duo together. Um,
20.
and then Vacation is the same. Same season. The Raven. That interests me. Why Raven?
I'm a bird person. Like I'm an actual crazy bird person. I like all birds pretty much. I have birds tattooed. Like I don't know if you can see that.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a
yeah.
bird. I don't know. I just really like birds. Ravens are badass. There was one outside of my parents' house a while ago. My mom FaceTimed me and it was this raven like ripping the head off of another bird.
Oh my
And
god.
I just think that's a power move. Like they're so badass. Like they assert their dominance over everyone.
That
They were their faces, they're super fucking smart. So
that
I don't know.
is
I'm a crazy person.
that is true. That is true. I've heard birds are very, very smart, especially like crows, like and like that kind of raven kind of like thing is yeah. Terrapin, finally bird watching representation. Exactly. I think it's more like birds killing other birds representation, but sure, Tara, you, you have at her. Um, right. Okay, so that is for the quick questions. Um, Usually we go into deep questions from here, but we also are going to get into the normal questions because we haven't gotten into too much of the kind of baseline questions. But we're gonna hit a break. If you guys haven't already, I have two things for you guys to do when we're on the break here. One, as you go exclamation mark guest, go to their links, go follow Tamaya on TikTok, go follow Pulse Vancity on Instagram. I think Tamaya's Instagram is in there as well. Go follow that. And then after all that, if you still have some time, go check Pulse Vancity as well. And if for some reason you go through all that first, that's great and all dandy. I don't think we're going to be that long. However, exclamation mark announcement. Today we announced that we are going to be doing a Rocket League tournament, Bren's Rocket League Duo Derby. Uh, Anyone can join, but it is first come first serve, so make sure you sign up. We are expected to fill the 128 teams very fast. It is on July 3rd at 9 a.m. If you guys haven't already, go sign up for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rocket League, Super Rocket League. Um, so go check that out. We're gonna hit a quick break and then we'll be right back with more questions. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Go check out those links while you guys are when we're on that break. We'll see you guys very very soon. And Sam, Super. Also, you don't have a friend. That's all right. Come on to the friends residence. We got some friends for you, as well as we've also got we can pair you up with a duos partner if you don't have one. So no worries at all. Just sign up. Just say you don't have a team. That's all good. That's no worries at all. We guys. There you go.
One as your partner.
What's up? You guys are more than welcome to join. We'd love to have you guys in there too if you'd like. I think that'd be hilarious.
The game you're talking about, but I'm down to try. I will lose, but
Sure.
someone else is $250.
If even if not, you guys are more than welcome to come and say hi and what's called. And so we're gonna be live streaming the whole thing. So it's gonna be about a 10-hour stream.
Yeah.
So let's go. So if anytime you guys just want to jump in and say hi, we'll be doing all through Discord, so you guys can just pop in the channel and just say hi. Maybe we can do a little couple more questions, so kind of on that stuff. If you just want to do like if you just want to talk and say what's up, that's all good too. It is open to all house guests to come and say hi. And if any house guests are watching today, I have messaged all of you already. But if you guys would all, if you haven't seen the message on Discord yet, you're more than welcome to join. Let me know so that I can kind of give you a bit of insight and kind of certain things too, just so we kind of have an idea of who's showing up. And if you want to show up when someone else is there, that's totally okay too. Meet some other people from the previous house guests and stuff like that. It's all good too. But in the meantime, we're gonna go runs break here. We will be back very soon, and we will talk very, very soon. See you guys in a sec.
She kind of just disappeared out of nowhere, and she didn't really tell me why. Her parents showed up, and she gave me a letter. Not her mom did. And just like, oh yeah, she wants to give you this. I was like, oh wait, where is she? It's just like she recently passed away. I'm just like that was like a very like life-changing moment to me because like in the letter it says, I apologize for not letting you know what happened to me because I didn't want you to be in the same pain was going to because at the time she didn't tell me but she had cancer. I was like, wow, that explains why she was very distant to me towards the end of the relationship. And what the note says, like, I apologize if your outlook on life or and or love changed because of me. But if you find someone that you truly love, don't let go of them.
My own mod. Recently, I've been asking streamers if peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, What would it be called? And here's what they said.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Nut sauce.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Nut creme. You know the little French apostrophe? Creme. Nut creme. There we go. Nut creme. I think that's fucking perfect.
No, if peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? The first thing that comes to mind, sticky brown. I know that's terrible. I know it's absolutely terrible. But it's better than some stupid, like, fucking nut juice. I don't know. Oh.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Nut juice? No, wait.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Yeah, no, I can't think of anything. Because it's still buttery, you know what I mean? It's fucking peanut butter. It's peanut butter. It's nothing else. It's the best one.
Who or what inspires you?
I'll start with my dad. My dad worked a lot. He's still working a lot right now. I have always looked up to my father ever since I was a little baby boy. When I was in kindergarten, you would go up and you would talk in front of all the parents. And you would say what you wanted to be when you grew up. All these kids are like, you know, I want to be a policeman. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a doctor. The teacher asked me what I wanted to be. And at first I said I wanted to be like a firefighter or something. And my teacher was like, we have too many of those. You can't do that. I was like, oh shit. My 4-year-old brain completely blown. I had never had my ego just taken down like that. I had to think about who did I look up to? Of course, first man that comes in my head, my father. I go up in front of everybody and I say, everyone's like, I want to be a policeman, firefighter. I say, I want to be a dad.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hardest thing about being a creator is...
Recently, I've been asking streamers, what 3 items would you bring to the register if you were trying to make a cashier uncomfortable? Here's what they said.
What 3 items wanted to make the cashier uncomfortable? Condoms, baby food, and icy hot.
What 3 items would you bring to the register if you wanted to make the cashier at the grocery store uncomfortable? 1 carrot, a pack of condoms, and lube. Extra large, yeah. Well, they're going to be able to fit around the carrot. Sounds like a fun night alone. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So,
question. What 3 items would you bring to a cashier at a grocery store if you wanted to make the cashier uncomfortable? Hemorrhoids cream, zucchini.
That just touches close to home.
And applesauce.
It's the worst dessert possible. You're just making up.
Ants. Still time on the clock. Can we do it? Okay, I'm not saying that one. Oh my god. What helps you decompress and relax? Because I struggle with that.
Here, let me show you. Are people gonna understand? Are people gonna watch? Does anyone care? It must be crazy. Am I crazy for doing this? No one's gonna watch this. People gonna understand. Who cares? Think of it. If I just don't do it. Must be crazy. Does anyone care? Who cares? What if it doesn't work? Why? Are people gonna watch? Am I crazy? No one's gonna watch this. Welcome to my Twitch stream.
Recently, I've been asking streamers, toilet paper, over or under? And here's what they said.
Toilet paper over or under? Over 1,000,000%. It's just so much easier. Why the fuck would it be under? Why?
Toilet paper over or under? I just wash my ass with my hands, bro. Easy. Don't have to waste toilet paper. Very eco-friendly. All you gotta do is have a bucket with some soap water, dip your hand in that bitch, wipe your ass, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, first, toilet paper over or under? I usually put it in the butthole. No, it's over for sure. Over 100%.
Toilet paper over under, over. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
Toilet paper over or under? God, the most important question. What did you just fucking say?
Over?
Dead to me.
Under.
Don't fucking play with me. Under. If you put it under, you could just rip across. You put it over, you gotta like be careful or the whole roll's gonna end up on the fucking floor. No way.
The outside, I try to appear as very calm, just very zen. But inside, I'm like, what the beep is beepity beepity happening here? So
What current trend makes no sense to you?
There was a trend where you put your nuts in soy sauce
Okay, yes.
and orange juice, and apparently you could taste it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to say that I put my nuts in soy sauce, but I may have. And yeah, no, couldn't taste it. Really, really weird. I was expecting to just get a mouthful of flavor, dude, but no, just nothing, dude, nothing. Bit underwhelming.
Is that against Twitch TOS to do that on stream? Let's look at both of us how we're standing right now. Like, what if we just squat? Like, nothing's wrong with squatting on stream, right?
Yeah, if you're not like pulling your nuts out, I could just like do a little like a little curtsy, you know? Get my nuts in the soy sauce, dude. Give him a little bath.
Welcome to Factor
Yeah.
Cap. There we go. All right. Welcome back. What's it called? Crazy old Harry Dicko, eh? On that last break TikTok. What a funny guy that guy is, eh? Puma, that TikTok makes me laugh so much too. That night was just so much fun. That Discord game night too. And if you guys aren't already in the Discord, exclamation mark Discord will get you in there. Like I said, the next kind of big thing that we're doing, exclamation mark announcement. That'll be our next big game night, which is Rocket League on July 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's basically a tournament for the winner to take home $250 US. Could take up to, I should say, because we need to get the signups for that. If you guys haven't already, exclamation mark Discord. We'll get you in the Discord. We run game nights every so often. We have put them on pause just to kind of get ready for the big one coming up on the July 3rd. But after that, we'll see. Maybe we'll go into some more and we'll play some fun stuff. Every so often we still almost every night we're playing in the games room on Discord, and so you guys are always welcome to join us and come play, say what's up, hang out. Yeah, so as far as that, thanks all for hanging out. I can sign up first and not receive the money. Super. I mean, if you're interested in that, I mean, we could. If you win and you don't receive the money, we can definitely talk about that. Maybe what we could do is, if you're really not interested, we could also do like something for charity. That's totally fine with me. Yeah, we could definitely talk about something like that. That's no problem at all. So the first question here that we have that is outside of like the quick questions, usually as a streamer relates to when you begin streaming, but because obviously you guys are not streamers, you guys run a business. What made you want to begin running a business?
Well, for me, I worked so many shitty jobs for bosses that didn't care about me or anyone that was like that was working for them, and I knew I wanted to work for myself in some sort of field that I had passion for, which was definitely art. So I knew from an early age that I kind of wanted to be in business for myself for something that I loved. It was more so about finding how to execute that and how to actually make a profit from doing what you love, especially in the field of art, because normally like visual artists don't make a whole lot of money. So it was kind of figuring out the needs in the market, what we could do to fill that need, and then how to turn that into a profit.
Would the same answer be for you, Alex?
Yes, pretty much. I mean, I've worked, I'd say probably like 5 just random retail jobs. Most recently was at a weed dispensary. Yeah, so starting that business back in 2015, we both were just fresh out of high school. We wanted to do something different, wanted to start something. And I mean, we've all heard the cliche, jump out of high school, start a clothing brand, right? But I saw that Tamaya did in fact have like a lot of talent back then. You still do now.
More now.
And so yeah, more now.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to flip that into a way to make obviously income, like she said, and just try and expand more and more every day, kind of bring new products in, get new ideas. We started with phone cases, went to stickers, went to clothing, went to hoodies, and now we're looking at a brand new line of clothing as well coming soon that we're trying to get some new ideas going, work with some more collaborations in store with like local artists, that kind of thing.
Okay, awesome. And then as far as the name Pulse, where did Pulse Vancity come from?
Yeah, that's a great question. I remember we just struggled to pick a name for so long, and I think that was the first name we both said that we were like, "Oh yeah, we could see it. Like that sounds okay." Like I think we knew we wanted Vancity just because of this, like Vancouver and like the city. I don't know. And then Pulse, we kind of just went back and forth with just names, and we were like, "Oh yeah, like that sounds good." There's not like a really deep meaning behind this, so I'm sorry to disappoint in that respect, but. Yeah, there's nothing super, super deep about it, but I mean, if you want us to give a deep explanation, it could be art is like what keeps our hearts beating. That's my cliche made up meaning for the name.
That's good. That works. I mean, you just don't have to tell us it's made up. It's okay. That's cool. That sounded good. Like, I mean, it's a little bit cheesy, but like that works. People love cheese. It's all good. Which actually, I will say, when you guys filled out the form, and I don't know if you know this because Alex filled out the form, but one thing that I was told is one thing that I was in the very bottom it says a section where it asks, "Is there anything that I forgot to ask or anything that you would like to mention?" And Alex filled out that you are allergic to dairy.
Why did you put that?
I was high. I was on the toilet. It was like midnight. I'm like, I don't know. It just came into my head.
It was just.
I mean, yeah, I'm allergic to dairy, but I don't know how important that is.
It was so funny because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm going through all the things and getting prepared for the stream, and I look at him like, huh, interesting. I was like, that's new. I've never seen anyone fill out that like something like that. And so we will keep this stream dairy free, so we do not get allergies.
I love how you thought that was like for freaking medical reasons. Just like, yeah, she can't have dairy.
I have no idea. Just wanted to include it in there.
No milk shots on stream. It's all good.
Big milk.
I can even shit myself. I literally can't breathe when I have
Oh my
dairy.
goodness, really?
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still does it. Still eats pizza.
Yeah. What's
Once in a
called?
while.
Lactose people just always roll the dice.
Yeah, exactly.
If I die, I die
Yeah,
type
well,
of feel.
My best friend does that. She's allergic to peanuts, and she still gambles with that. Like if things may contain it, she's like, whatever.
If today's the day, well, at least I went out eating happy.
Yeah, exactly.
On a full stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my. Let me see here. What do we got here? Okay, so one of the questions we usually ask right after that first question is, what is, if you were given 3 items, and these have to be materialistic, they cannot be people, they cannot be pets, that makes you happy, what would those 3 things be? And we'll start with Alex on this one.
First one's definitely okay. Well, because you need a TV to play Xbox, so would that mean 2 things?
I mean,
would that count as my 2?
I'll give you it as 1. That's okay.
Okay, yeah. So the Xbox Series X connected through the TV, that's the one thing that will make me happy.
Okay.
Obviously, with all the services and everything included. Then another materialistic thing, Audi R8 would absolutely make me happy. Not even to flex, but I just.
What you currently have?
No.
Anything. It can be anything. Yeah, it can be anything.
Yeah, definitely an Audi R8. I love cars. I love driving. Really nice things. Like it makes me feel good inside. I don't know why. I'm a big fan of that. And another materialistic thing would be the necklace I'm wearing right now. It's given to me by my godmother, and my grandmother. She bought the chain a long time ago. It's, I don't know, 24 karat Russian rose gold or whatever, and it has a little pendant of Jesus on the cross. I'm not religious or anything, but it's just like a nice timesake of where I came from, what I'm about, and to never really forget where I came from, that kind of thing, you know?
That's awesome. I like that.
So cute.
And for you, Tamaya?
3 things, like just 3 things I couldn't live without.
3 things that make you happy.
Happy. Probably like my sketchbook,
Okay.
my car, and my phone. Because I couldn't live without my phone. Like I know that sounds so horrible, but I do so much work from it that like I feel lost when I don't have my phone for like a full day. It's horrible, but it still makes me happy. You know, there's entertainment on your phone. We can watch your Twitch stream on my phone. Like there's a lot of good things we can do. You know?
For sure. Thanks for the plug. I appreciate it. What I will say though is it's funny how we have had such a variety of guests in the past. We have I want to say Dre. I could be wrong about that, but I think it was Dre that said that he would have his phone as well. That was one of the first things that he said. And then just in like a couple streams ago, we had Metafish on, which Metafish doesn't even own a phone.
Whoa, really?
What's it called? And he keeps everything that, and he basically says that he keeps him kind of more grounded to earth and being able to kind of like see things when he's outside, not just kind of reaching for his pocket and like distracted by and let life go by, which I see that point of it too.
Totally.
But I also see your point of if you're trying to run a business or you're trying to do something like that, you can't just not, in a sense, like especially when you guys are in your position as you are. I mean, there's probably sometimes that you can, but it's
Yeah, I mean, it can be valuable to spend time not on your phone, and obviously, like, on days off, I can make it a goal to not go on my phone for, like, 8 hours or whatever, but, yeah, for me, it's not realistic because I mean, I have to create videos for TikTok. I work with a lot of brands on there, so I have so many deadlines and emails, and, like, there's so much stuff that I rely on my phone for, so, sadly, I couldn't give it up, but, yeah, it's important to take time off of it for sure.
let's go. I know one of our past guests, Hello Vixiania. She does Saturdays where she puts the phone away, doesn't or puts like I think all social media away and just doesn't touch it for the whole day.
Yeah, that's smart.
I thought it was smart too. Is like it's just a single day, and I said I wish I could do. I still thought about it a lot. I wish I could do that as well because I think that'd be something that'd be super awesome.
Yeah, I feel like it puts you back in a better headspace because like
Definitely.
social media can mess with your head for sure.
I was hoping that we were going to get this answer right off the rip for you guys, considering that Alex said that his secret hobby was furry Funkos, but we turned out to be a lie. So I'm going to flip the question back again to you guys. Do you guys have any secret hobbies or skills that most people would not know about you guys? And we'll start with Tamaya this time.
Yeah, I play the guitar. I've played the guitar since I was like 12. My dad like brought me up listening to Metallica and shit. So
Awesome.
I have 2 guitars hung on the wall over here, and then I have some acoustic guitars over there. So that's something that not a lot of people know.
That's cool. What about you, Alex?
Fuck, that's tough. I'm not really talented or skilled at absolutely anything. Like I'm honestly trash. I'd say I'm fluent in Russian.
That's a skill.
I guess that's a skill.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm barely fluent in English.
Yeah, right. Same. Anytime I make a mistake with my grammar, I'm just like, guys, come on, I'm an immigrant. You can't fucking talk to me like this. Yeah, besides being fluent in Russian, I'd love to, like, the whole reason why I'm even in school and I'm finishing my last semester in the fall is I like to find out like how people operate, why they think the way they do, why they act the way they do, like their own personal values, ethics, that kind of thing. And I want to see how far I can push them on that limit and really like test their judgment on that. So I'm a big fan of like philosophy. I don't really do much philosophical reading, but I'm a big person on introspective thoughts and sort of seeing where other people
In
lie.
other words, he likes to argue.
Yeah, we can say that.
I feel like you have a first person understanding of that, Tamaya.
Most of the time it's good. Like if you believe something, he'll make you like validate like why you think the way you do. Like he doesn't take like surface level answers to anything.
That's great. I think that's a great way to live, is that as far as as far as Alex, I'm kind of the same way in the sense is I might not always believe in the opposite version of that someone says something, but I will always try and push it a bit. Like, okay, like let's see what can we flip on it and stuff like that, and to see if we can think a different way. And I like that. I think that it definitely creates for some creative like mindset. And I mean, it's a big part of why I started this, is I was so interested in finding out what people tick and stuff like that. But we actually do have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What's it called? Thanks to Donovan. By the way, if any of you guys want to ask a question to me or our guests, you can put in the channel points, you can use a redemption to ask either of us a question if you'd like. So the question comes from Donovan, which says, toilet paper over or under for you guys?
You gotta put it over. Although I've heard that people put it under to save toilet paper, but I feel like over is the only acceptable answer
Good.
to me.
Okay.
At least.
So the chat all likes you now, so that's good. Everyone's left a sigh of release, like, oh, okay, we're good. They're normal.
God.
They're not crazy.
Not under gremlins, as Donovan calls you, or what's called them. What's it called? We had actually our last guest says they're officially saying, unlike CJ, exactly. Yeah, so over is definitely the way for most people that have said. We did have our last guest that went under. Yeah, it's mostly because people say because they have animals. That's usually the biggest reason for it.
I feel like cats just go off and they just do this to make it
Exactly.
all fall down.
Exactly. Or like toddlers is kind of the two things.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, but yeah, even when I ever get a child or a pet that will do that, I'm still doing under. They can ruin all the toilet paper all they want. I'm not gonna go crazy just for a
Close the bathroom doors, you'll be fine.
exactly. Donovan said I'd let my cat waste my toilet paper before I go under. Exactly. Tara says I'm about to leave this mod team for toilet paper discrimination. And then we actually have another question for you coming from Super. What flavor Fanta?
I don't drink pop.
Oh, I don't drink pop, but
No?
I think there's an orange. Isn't the orange one good?
Orange one?
Is that the socially acceptable answer?
Isn't it blueberry?
I don't know.
I don't know. I will say my favorite Fanta for me personally, and you can get it from Wendy's here, and I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but is lime Fanta, and they are almost always out. It is one of the best drinks I've ever had, and I literally go there just for that reason. Is for the lime Fanta at Wendy's. It's
That's
it's
good.
so good.
That sounds really cute.
Yeah, it is definitely. Puma says the red one smacks. See, I don't know. I've never. Is that like fruit punch, Puma? I'd be interested to know. Okay. So what did you? Oh, you said your secret skill was that you could speak different language, right, Alex? You said.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
That's all right. That's
all I got going for me.
That works. That works. All right. Donovan says he drinks the pineapple one. The pineapple one with fire. There's a lime Fanta. There is a lime Fanta. The lime Fanta, like it's crazy good. Cherry flavor.
Oh, I was thinking Fago. That's the one.
Fago? Yeah.
I think there's a blueberry. Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
There's a song about that.
There is. That's the only reason why I thought it was heat.
I've never actually tried that. I think it's American company. I'm pretty sure American brand.
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah. We'll have to get Donovan to send us some over from the States if he can find some. Wago is weird. Oh, maybe he won't send us to it then.
We actually got some at the dollar store.
Yeah,
you can cop some.
Oh, really?
It's like $1.99 for a bottle. Yeah, they sell Fiji water too.
The dollar store?
Yeah.
For $1?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
It's like $1.99. It's
that's awesome.
I don't know if it's real because they could just like open it and I don't know. But
Just more of the tap water.
Disgusting.
they're like, yeah, you're paid for the label. Yeah.
Okay, we have a question for you.
Sure, of course, shoot.
What's the worst bottled water company?
What is the one that is it Dasani, I think? Which is the one that puts salt in it. Yeah, it's like they put like salt in it, like it tastes weird. Yeah. Well, the thing to begin with, the water I drink is literally tap water. Like we're very lucky in BC, as you guys know, to have like very awesome water.
Totally.
So I just drink tap water all the time. Like whether I'm working, whether I'm at home, I'm always drinking tap water. I'm not really fazed by it too much. I don't even filter it. Like usually, like it's just kind of what it is. I don't drink water bottles because almost every single company that has a water bottle has some sort of salt in it. And I'm like, I'm drinking water to quench my thirst, not to like. And I understand
why drink more.
Yeah, like I understand why they do it. Totally, I get it. But yeah, no, just I'd rather have a reason for drinking water. It's not for the flavor. So
yeah, it's facts.
Definitely.
And then we also have another question for you from Mama Lisa, my mom actually, who actually is the stream mom in here.
Amazing.
Right? I know, I'm very lucky. My mom says, and I'm assuming this is probably a question for Tamaya, but my mom asks, I want a tattoo to represent me and my sister, done by you. Oh wow! How do we set that up?
Well, my books are full, but I can get you in. So just shoot me an email, info@pulsevancity.com. I have somebody who does my emails, but just say I sent you, and then we'll get you in, so you don't have to wait.
Look at that. See that the perks of connections, mom.
Don't tell anyone else.
Yeah. Shh, yeah, it's not being live streamed to anyone.
Yeah, no one else can send me an email, please. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. But when the books do open, and if you live in Vancouver, and I know there is quite a few people that live in Vancouver. I know not everyone does live in Vancouver that's here. I would definitely go check out Pulse Vancity and the tattoo that Tamaya does. There's some amazing stuff. Exclamation mark guest.
You.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It's as I will say on every podcast, I bring on everyone here. For people that I like, I'm inspired by, or that interest me in some sort of fashion. Yeah, so I think it's you guys do a great job, and it's funny
Thank you.
when I know for sure when I asked Alex, I said I don't even remember how the conversation started. I think it was a story post, and I messaged you and I was like I'd love to have Pulse Vancity on connections, and you're like I don't think I'm that interesting, and I was like no very very interesting. So yeah, but Mom, we'll set that up. We'll get that figured out for sure. What's it called?
Yeah, totally.
I appreciate that.
you.
Thanks, Tamaya. Tamaya.
Yeah.
Tamaya. I said Tamaya.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not the name.
It's okay.
It's hard.
Yeah, people butcher it even years after knowing me,
Oh,
so
boy.
it's okay.
We're gonna start slowly rolling into the deeper questions here. Yeah, we'll slowly go in there. We're not gonna jump in head first, but let's go. I guess the first question that I'm kind of wondering outside of kind of towards you guys is who or what inspires you?
Holy shit, I just remembered something. I'm sorry. One of the secret skills that I have
Is remembering things from 20 minutes ago?
yeah. Yo, secret skill I have. I've been doing MMA for 16 years of my life. So wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, karate, MMA, taekwondo, all that shit. I've been doing that for a really long time. I've stopped 5 years ago. Haven't been doing it since. Been getting fat. But for that, during that time, great, loved it. That's my secret skill.
3 years later.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, that's amazing. Let's go. I tried getting into MMA when I was younger. Did not work. Way too out of shape. But it was what's it called? But it was something that was definitely interesting, and it was, I mean, good for. I think actually, funny enough, and I won't put in too many names because I also don't want to kind of dox us on stream here. But I think we went to the same gym actually. I believe.
Gibson's?
Well, thanks for doxing us.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, my bad.
But yes.
I thought,
It's
no,
okay.
my bad.
It's okay. But yes, you were right. That was the gym.
It was a good gym. I think they're still open. They're still running things.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely love that place. It was a good time. Did wrestling there and MMA, kickboxing, that kind of thing. It was cool.
Yeah,
definitely a cool place.
Now we're just hoping that no one knows where we live now. That's great. No.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
No,
Good job, man.
It's okay. I'm just bugging you. It's all good. I'm sure there's probably is there more than one? There's got to be more than one, right?
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah, so that's okay.
There's a ton of
Well,
gyms in here.
it's a place too in like a different area.
Yeah. It's close.
Gibson's
to.
the island.
Yes. They have MMA there.
Which actually, I will say, I've seen that you guys went there, and you guys look like you were like you looked like you were a influencer for Gibson's because of all the posts that you guys posted up for Gibson's of like all like the crazy places that you've been. And this was a couple of years ago, but like it was just it was so.
I'm obsessed with the coast. Like that's probably my favorite spot locally to go get away, and I think I've been to every Airbnb / like nice hotel that's there. So if you need recommendations, we got you. We've stayed pretty much everywhere. They've taken all our money.
I just realized actually, and this totally didn't click in my head until now, and I don't know why I didn't think of this. And Alex, I don't know if you remember this. This has been literally 2 years ago. But you guys went away, and you recommended and you talked all good things about it on TikTok and on Instagram about how amazing this place was, and it has like a bathtub in the bedroom, at Gibson's. Remember that? Or it's
Bathtub in the bedroom,
or it's like kind of like offset of the bedroom, like it's very open
on the balcony.
I think so. Like it was
Maybe.
like it looked like it was like kind of it was like there was like above floor you can look down and see. I believe.
Cool.
But regardless, you guys.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You guys recommended it on that, and so I messaged Alex and I got the link, or maybe it was you, Tamaya. I don't know. I messaged one of you guys and I said, hey, like, can I get the link from you guys? And you guys sent me, I think, a blog post.
I think that was
that Sparkling Hill?
No, I think that was the Sunshine Coast. I think I remember talking to you about that.
And what's it called? And so it was something that was. Oh, we gotta hydrate, by the way. So drink up.
Finished.
And then and so we actually booked our was it our anniversary? No, I don't think it was our anniversary. I think it was my girlfriend's. Yeah, it was my girlfriend's birthday. We were gonna go there, and
how was it?
We didn't go because of COVID. COVID had just hit in 2020. So let's go. So it was June 2020. We were supposed to go to there for like I think it was like a weekend or like a long weekend or something like that. I think it was like Canada Day weekend, and we didn't end up going because of COVID. The host actually canceled it on us because they were just getting too worried about all the numbers going up, and like fair enough.
No.
But it was it was one of those things, and so
It was like 20.
Sorry.
It was like 28 cases back in June too. Everyone's like, guys, this is getting out of control.
yeah, exactly.
Now,
Now
we're into,
look
like,
at
the
us.
hundreds.
Yeah, I think thousands now, unfortunately. But yeah, exactly. It's but yeah, no kidding. So as far as kind of that is, we're definitely probably gonna go back there eventually in the future. It's been so difficult with everything COVID, and we've only gone to Whistler once, and that was we did our anniversary there. We went to Whistler for a weekend, and that was, as you guys know, beautiful as always.
Yes. That's the only
Favorite
place we've been to during the pandemic. We've only been to Whistler like once before it was shut down,
Yeah,
like when
exactly.
it was still open and everything.
Same with us, just before it was shut down, and so yeah, now it's I don't know. We haven't traveled. We don't really have much plans to be traveling until things get safer. But
Yeah,
with these
us
vaccines
too.
coming out, it's gonna be. Excuse me, one sec. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. I don't want to blow everyone's eardrums out by me coughing and yeah. Yeah, definitely a idea. The brand, but right point. Are you giving away my ad just on the stream, Donovan? Easy now.
I love this guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's a blessing and a curse. All right. So what's good? So as far as that, and then what else we got here? Oh, sorry. We did actually go to the question because you remembered your thing. So, no, it's all good. That's all good.
We loopholed around it.
It's all good. We can always go back to questions. We can always come back in any sort of fashion. So it's no worries at all. So who or what inspires you guys?
For me, definitely a lot of the old school painters. My favorite painter is Jacques Louis David. He was like a neoclassical painter in like the 1700s-ish. He did a lot of like political paintings, and all his art had like a lot of meaning. So him for sure, a lot of the old school artists. And then in high school I had a teacher, and he was the one who kind of pushed me into art as a career choice. So he definitely was like the inspiration for what kind of career field I'm in now.
Oh, sorry.
No, you tell you.
For me, it's tough. See, like, I've never necessarily had role models growing up. I never really looked up to someone that I want to be like or follow, pursue, and like sort of moral, ethically, or even career wise. So it's tough for me. Honestly, my biggest inspiration is Goku from Dragon Ball Z, bro. Like, it's a fictional character who just trains all the time and like accomplishes these incredible achievements. And I'll do that. Like, I overthink and question everything for like real life role models. Apparently, not supposed to meet your real role models in real life. So never really had many. There's people I like look up to, obviously, like J. Cole, Drake, just big names that have done a lot of accomplishments, kind of thing, right?
Business guys like Mark
Mark
Cuban,
Cuban,
like Kevin
O'Leary, yeah, Roberts. Got a bunch of big names there. Like, I like Elon Musk. I definitely read his book. It's interesting character, but a lot of bias coming his way, and so kind of strange character. Some people love him, some people hate him. I'm like on the fence about him, so can't really complain. But
You're talking Elon, right?
Yeah. He's definitely an interesting guy, to say the least.
Big fan.
You like him?
Big fan.
Oh yeah. What is that? Oh, Tesla hat.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of like
amazing.
messed up here. Hang on one second. Let's fix that up.
Hey, there we go.
Every stream was what's it called. I used to wear the Tesla hat on stream, so it's
that's awesome.
Yeah, we got the brand hats, and so I have to represent.
Yeah. Self promo for the win.
Exactly. As Donovan said, art talk. Tara's interest has just been piqued. Exactly. Tara loves art. They're very, very, very good at it as well. And they also created the promo for us in for our Rocket League's duo derby that's coming up. If you guys do exclamation mark, it's got exclamation mark Bren's duo derby. Or sorry, oh my goodness, exclamation mark announcement will get you the links for Bren's duo derby that's coming up here. Thank you, Donovan. Appreciate that. But now he's got his name on a hat, so he's too good for the Tesla hat. Donovan, shut up. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw that. You guys both drank water at the exact same time, and it was like it was like exactly perfect time, like same form and everything. It was hilarious.
I don't know, if I have a glass of anything in front of me, I will stop at nothing until I drink it.
the same
Like
way.
anything. I can't have a bottle of water, even like a liter. I'll just chug it all.
Yeah, same. The same with coffee. If I get like a venti, I drink it in like 5-10 minutes. Like it's horrible.
It sucks.
It's the same with mine too. Like this bottle like has been refilled at least twice every episode, and that's probably what for our American friends, I think probably about 16 ounces. I think that's what 32 ounces, 32 ounces, which is I believe a liter. I think for us,
something like that.
So
an ounce is 28 grams, which is converted to roughly 30 milliliters. So 30 times 30, if you're looking at that, it's about a liter.
Thanks for speaking American, Donovan.
Like
You're welcome,
ounce,
Donovan.
Ounce, quarter, eighths. I know all that.
Yeah. So actually, well, that throws back to another TikTok too. Is I remember you did a TikTok to Maya about the things that where you went to a liquor store and they looked at you funny because you said a 2-6 and you or
Yes.
a Mickey, I think it was, but it was called.
Yeah, the States.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everyone in the States, it's like a totally different lingo. Like I feel like an outsider. I also said washroom because I needed to go to the washroom in some store, and they were like, "Oh, you're Canadian," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "It's a bathroom, not a washroom," and I was like, "But where's the bath, sir? Like, there's no bath in your washroom."
Or also like a restroom too. Yeah, I've heard that one as well before.
Exactly. But I asked for a Mickey, and then the dude was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about," and I was like the little ones.
Yeah, we have no mice in here.
Okay, sorry.
They have in the UK and like Thailand, they call them water closets.
Oh, really?
No idea why.
Bathrooms?
Yeah, they're water closets.
Interesting. I've heard that term before, but I didn't realize that was. I thought that was for like a shower, but I mean, I guess that would make sense. That would also be the bathroom together, because like.
Yeah.
That does sound like a shower though.
Yeah.
Like a water
I mean, then again, also
closet,
think of washroom, water closet. There's kind of the same vibe if
Yeah.
you think about
Like
it.
the same
Essentially.
Touche.
Yeah. What social stigma does society need to get over?
Oh shit, we going
Cancel
into
culture.
Sorry?
Jeez,
Sorry?
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture?
I hate cancel culture. Like, I think that some people are deserving of being deplatformed, like, you know, like the child pedophiles and stuff like that.
Totally.
Like, they shouldn't have a platform. But people who say something like 10 years ago and they're still being held accountable for it, like, after they've showed change and progress as like a human being and an individual, I think it's pretty shitty to like try to take away that person's success or their career for something that they did when they were like a child or like 10 years ago when that was the social norm, if that makes sense. So that's definitely my biggest thing.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off that. Honestly, the same with like if you look back at Eminem's even career with the lyrics he used, with the profanity, all that kind of shit, that it wouldn't necessarily slide in today's time. And you can look back at it and be like, oh, that was wrong of you to say back then. Sure. Obviously, that holds true to today's standards, but going back, you know, it's a different world. It's like when you have boomers saying stupid racist things too. It's like obviously you have to tell them, look, you can't be saying shit like this. Have to keep your control, keep your cool with them. At the same time, you have to understand where they grew up from. Doesn't necessarily equate and make it right by any means, because they're living in today's world too, right? But yeah, following off of that, for me, I'd say the biggest social stigma, man, I just had it and I was just thinking about it too. It's limiting people's expression, limiting people's opinions on certain things. I feel like once you draw that line of what you can and can't say, the discussion is pretty much stopped right there, right? Obviously, I'm not talking about things that are so out there like pedophilia, racism, sexism.
That's like right versus wrong.
Exactly. I'm not talking right versus wrong or moral ethics versus kicking a puppy, you know, that kind of shit. But mostly just things about having people from a different point of view come and express why they have that point of view. I don't need to agree with them at all. I can have my point of view, but if you limit that discussion right away, it kind of stops any sort of progress from continuing, you know? So I'd say that kind of thing. I want people to be more open about that, but also just being polite about it, man. It's hard for people to not use emotions in conversation, and especially when you have a different point of view, because then they get on the defensive right away, right? So trying to limit that conversation, trying to keep everyone on board on the same kind of topic, but being able to express different opinions, I feel like that's necessary for change and growth.
For sure. I think, yeah, and council culture is no stranger to this podcast, and I think it's something, as because I have so many creators on this platform, is it something that, especially with the current climate we live in, it's something that's to be feared, and like you don't want to slip up. And even like I used to say this all the time, it's something that I've actually kind of gotten more comfortable with. But when I was creating this and building this up, I was so worried, and it was the only thing that was going through my mind a lot of the episodes, the first like 5 or so episodes, that I was going to end up getting someone canceled. And one of the people, yeah, like, because I think like, and
Good year though.
yeah, it was, and that's because I was also worried. I was like, I don't want someone to like me to lead someone to saying something that they will eventually inevitably regret. And then I got some good advice from people on my team. And as I say, and you guys have obviously met Donovan, and there's a couple of the rest of my team. So Terrapin is another person who is in my team as well. And like I said, I have such an awesome team, and for things like this is where they basically said to me, we're like, if someone cancels themselves on your stream, that's on them for not for getting themselves into that thing, because there's no question on the question sheet that I ask that would ever cancel someone from my point. It's not like there's anything that would just like throw them in that deep end. It would
You're
be
not
on
like targeting people, you know. You're
Absolutely.
not like specifically asking questions that you know are going to get us canceled. So yeah, don't let that weigh on your
Yeah.
shoulders.
And so, and something that it's definitely gotten a lot easier because too is also I've also gotten more comfortable with this way of doing it too, that I know that if it got to that point where it was maybe something that they missaid or something like that, I might be able to one, translate it and get us the hell out of there on to the next question sort of thing. And that's
literally
like, and usually I can read the faces too, as if someone was not wanting to do that. But I think as far as cancel culture, definitely a scary thing. And it shouldn't be, because it should be something that's kept for the people that have done serious wrongs. And I agree with you, not something that has been done and like 10 years ago, and that person has like actually changed, because I'm a person of there's second chances for everyone in a sense, like obviously within reason. But I think as far as someone, if you want to show that you've improved and you've changed, it definitely should be something that you shouldn't be canceled for something that has happened 10 years ago and you've proven that you've changed and you're a different person than that.
Oh, like totally. Like even to kind of like add on to that, like did you see the whole Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio like drama that went on a while ago? Like one of them ate snails that someone cooked for them, and then like they spat it out because they didn't like it. And then everyone tried to cancel them for being bratty. But I'm like, they are like 16-year-olds who didn't want to eat snails. And like, yeah, they probably didn't handle it the right way, but do they deserve to be like deplatformed? No. Like,
No,
I don't know. People take things like a little bit too far sometimes, or they read into situations a little too much.
Mhm.
And they don't realize that like influencers or celebrities are still human beings who make mistakes on the daily. So yeah.
Oh, even there was like that whole interview with Ti, I think like a few months back, where he was on a podcast, I believe, getting interviewed about his daughters. And it's like, what about their sex lives? What do you feel about like
I've
when they're
seen this,
You
yeah.
remember that? And it was like, yo, he really painted himself. I don't know. I didn't see the full thing, so I don't think the interviewer meant to put him in that like weird position, but he would just went off about how he's really controlling about his daughters, and he really painted himself in a really bad light.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean when you like you don't want to put people into that kind of situation. But if they were gonna put themselves in it, shit, go off, right?
Yeah, I'll sit here and wait for you to finish, type of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. Like if someone's inherently bad and they're gonna go, if they're gonna go on like a rampage about being like a horrible person, like that's on them for trying to cancel themselves, not you.
And I usually know what I'm getting myself into before a podcast starts too. Like I know who the guests are too. So it's very unlikely it'll happen, because I'm handpicking people and stuff like that. It's not like I'm just taking whoever says yes and you're on the podcast. I think it's the handpicked people who like I said, I admire, I'm inspired by in some sort of form or fashion.
For sure.
And I mean, there's a I'm sure I really hope I'm able to do this for a long time. And I think there may be a chance where I mess up and pick someone, but I really hope that doesn't happen for a long time, or hope it doesn't happen at all. But
But that's not on you, right? That's on the person. Like even the Impulsive podcast, they had like Alex Jones on their podcast, and he kind of destroyed they removed that podcast and stuff, but they don't hold that group of people accountable for like the words that
of course
said, you know?
Let's go. You're quite the podcast connoisseur, Tamaya. Let's go. And I don't know if you guys both watch together, but yeah, no, it's funny, this podcast that I intake too, and also kind of inspired this in a sense, because obviously you take things from everything you see in that sense. But
yeah. So what are your favorite podcasts?
Impulsive for sure. I don't know if Frenemies would be, but H3H3 is up
Oh
there.
yeah, like the After Dark ones, those are so funny.
Yeah, those ones, and yeah, the regular ones. And then What else is there? There is um
I'm a sucker for like call her daddy and stuff too.
I was in a long time, and keep speaking of console culture, I was for a while into views.
Oh
With
yeah,
David
yeah.
Dobrik. But obviously I know there's a lot going on there. I haven't listened to views in a couple years though now. Like it's been a little while. I'm someone who likes watching visual podcasts. I'm not a huge fan of not being able to see what's going on. And
Me
that's
too.
where that's why I like this format and stuff. I mean, this might end up on Spotify in the future and this kind of stuff, but yeah, let's go. So for now, it's on Twitch so people can see, and then it gets posted on YouTube after. Exclamation mark
Totally.
socials if you want to go see it on any of the past episodes on YouTube. And things like that. And also too, if you guys, sorry, go for it.
I'm the complete opposite where I'm like I only listen to podcasts that aren't visual. Like your guys' podcast, you guys have sort of the same similar taste. The only podcasts I listen to are video game podcasts.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea why I don't have this like insane passion for video games or anything, but that's the only thing I listen to. It's
What's
weird.
what video game podcast you listen to?
The Filthy Casuals, they're these three guys from Australia. They're funny as hell. They just talk about random shit and how they play video games. It's really chill, laid back. About like hour episodes once a week. And the Video Game Outsiders, which is also three different people. I think they're in the States somewhere. One guy's the Canadian, and they just go on and like have this funny little banter, that kind of shit.
That's awesome. Love that.
Sure.
And also obviously because we don't play on Twitch, we are doing this on Twitch. Twitch is very gamer oriented, and so yeah, no, there's a couple house guests that I've heard are starting podcasts based around gaming too. So something I don't know how much information I'm allowed to give, so I'll keep it quiet from that. But you guys will have to stay tuned, and I'll definitely support it because it's a couple of different house guests that'll be on there. Yeah, so know something to look into for sure. What else do we have here? What can we? How happy are you right now?
You go first on that.
I'm actually really happy. I mean, I feel like we all have good days and bad days, but I feel like if I'm basing it off of like my overall happiness, I'd probably like a 9 out of 10 the past little while. I feel like I've hit a lot of goals career-wise that I've wanted to over the past year, which I know has been hard for a lot of people because of COVID. So I'm really like appreciative that I've been able to do a lot of the things that I have the past year, considering like the world and the circumstances and everything like that. So I don't know, I'm taking like a little bit of time, I guess, to kind of reflect on that and appreciate what I do have to be able to continue and keep growing and keep hitting like all of the business accomplishments and just like personal accomplishments, I guess, that I want to hit.
I think for me, it's tough. It's a tough question because I'm like, happiness is so subjective, right? It's so personal. Biggest thing for me is I'm eternally grateful. I'm grateful for everything I have, the place I live, the cars we have, just the opportunities that we have presented to ourselves. For me, even to finish like a full degree and get an education, like I'm blessed to even have that kind of opportunity, you know? Yeah, growing up, I never really had much of anything. So I just sort of whatever is given to me, I'm like blessed. Thank you. So honestly, like right now, everything's going smoothly. I mean, obviously, I'm stressed about a couple things, just like work related, school related kind of things, and just personal things. But beyond that, like 10 out of 10, as happy as I can be, really, you know?
Good. That's good. I'm glad to hear. We are going to hit. Oh, first off, hi CJ, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're glad to have you here. Nice little founders badge there, by the way. You guys can get those founders badges by subscribing. Well, you could have gotten them by subscribing for the first 10. You can still subscribe. You get some emotes. They're pretty cool, and we'll be doing some sub things in the future too if you guys are interested. No need to though. That's okay. I'm happy with the follow and you guys hanging out. That's all good with me as well. We are going to hit a quick break though. It's going to be a fast one. It's not going to be like the last one where we're taking a little while. It's probably going to be like a 2-3 minute break. We're going to be really quick. I'll be right back asking more questions. During this break though, exclamation mark announcements. That will give you announcement, not announcements, announcement. Will get to you the kind of thing. Oh, let's go. The sub right there. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Gang.
Right. Thank you, CJ, for that. What's called over to super welcome to the
profile photo.
So to hanging out, right? And so the thank you so much. Yeah, use those finger emo. Are those already unlocked? I filled those up yesterday. I didn't know they went through. That was fast. Damn. I don't even think I have that. Do I? Yo, I don't know how you got that. I don't even have that yet. That's crazy though. That's good. I'm glad you got the finger guns emote. But But enjoy those. We're going to hit a quick break, like I said, couple minutes. Go exclamation mark announcement and then exclamation mark guest. Go check out our guest thing. We will be right back with some deep questions in just a moment. Just hang tight. We'll see you guys in a sec. Oh, come on. Puma getting a sub too. You guys are going to hold me on this break, aren't you, CJ? Jeez. Thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate it. Puma, let's go. Puma getting that gifted sub. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to go to a break. So if you do it, there's not going to be a sound. Who's that? What's that? Oh.
I'm sorry, I followed.
That's good. Welcome to the household. The residency, but you're already in there, so that's all good. All right, I'll be right back. I will be back in just a moment.
Peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter. What would it be called? Nut sauce.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Nut creme. You know the little French apostrophe? Creme. Nut creme. There we go. Nut creme. I think that's fucking perfect.
No, if peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? The first thing that comes to mind, sticky brown. I know that's terrible. I know that's absolutely terrible. But it's better than some stupid, like, fucking nut juice. I don't know. Oh.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Nut juice? No, wait.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Yeah, no, I can't think of anything. Because it's still buttery, you know what I mean? It's fucking peanut butter. It's peanut butter. There's nothing else. It's the best one.
Who or what inspires you?
I'll start with my dad. My dad worked a lot. He's still working a lot right now. I have always looked up to my father ever since I was a little baby boy. When I was in kindergarten, you would go up and you would talk in front of all the parents. You would say what you wanted to be when you grew up. All these kids are like, you know, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a doctor. The teacher asked me what I wanted to be, and at first I said I wanted to be like a firefighter or something, and my teacher was like, we have too many of those, you can't do that. I was like, oh shit. My 4-year-old brain completely blown. I had never had my ego just taken down like that. I had to think about, who did I look up to? Of course, first man that comes in my head, my father. I go up in front of everybody and I say, everyone's like, I want to be a policeman, firefighter. I say, I want to be a dad.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hardest thing about being a creator is recently, I've been asking streamers, what 3 items would you bring to the register if you were trying to make a cashier uncomfortable? Here's what they said.
What 3 items would make the cashier uncomfortable? Condoms, baby food, and icy hot.
What 3 items would you bring to the register if you wanted to make the cashier at the grocery store uncomfortable? 1 carrot, a pack of condoms, and lube. Extra large, yeah. Well, they're going to be able to fit around the carrot. Sounds like a fun night alone. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So,
Question. What 3 items would you bring to a cashier at a grocery store if you wanted to make the cashier uncomfortable? Hemorrhoids cream, zucchini,
That just touches close to home.
and applesauce.
It's the worst dessert possible. You're just making up.
ants. Still time on the clock. Can we do it? Okay, I'm not saying that one. Oh my god. What helps you decompress and relax? Because I struggle with that.
Here, let me show you.
There we go. I'm terrible at switching over those mics to on and off. But hi, welcome. Thank you for all staying there. Sorry, I know we're going through the same break screen that we've had before. Maybe we'll have to switch it up. Maybe we'll have to have 2 different break screens. Maybe that's an idea for the future. However, thank you for staying. I will say, we talked about the announcements before we went on break. Or the announcement that's coming up before on break. We are expanding our mod team to be able to facilitate this whole thing. So if you guys do !mod, I'm going to type it in this chat this time. !mod will give you the link to our form to become a kid, is what we call it. kids are underage. We have a household. It's fine. We have a sofa. You can go sit on the sofa. It's really chill. It's fun. We have a huge sofa. It's humongous. There's about like
we're hiring kids.
yeah, right, okay, yeah, okay, that doesn't sound that great when we say it like that, but yeah, I guess that would be kind of it. If you'd like to join our team, we'd love to have you. There is some certain requirements that you will need to surpass to be able to be part of the team. But fill it out. If you think you have something you could bring to the table, we'd love to hear it. Maybe we can make something work in some sort of fashion. So, I'm gonna roll in with your stream with some nothing but toxicity. Puma, we wouldn't expect anything more. Just so you guys are aware, Puma is the local toxic for most streams that I am in. So, but that's okay.
Love it.
Exactly. So, yeah. So as far as the questions, we usually at the end of the half go into deep questions. You guys said you're good till about 3 o'clock, right? That would probably be, that's cut off. Okay. Look, so we are going to go longer than the usual streams, but we will end at 3 o'clock. I'll make sure that is okay. So that would be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everyone that is hanging out, get comfortable. You got another hour left of us. Taking up your screen, and we're glad that you guys are hanging out with us. So thank you. Let's see here. What do we got here? What helps you decompress?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm the worst for answering this because I feel like I'm stressed like 85% of the time.
Vodka.
Get
Get to the point.
Having a drink once in a while. I like to go for car rides and like listen to music just to try to like get out of the house or get out of just like a workspace to just clear my head sometimes.
That's great.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't do yoga or anything fancy schmancy like that, but I should because I need to lower my stress levels.
Meditation. I've been trying to get her into meditating, maybe doing like some nightly runs. I haven't been doing that, but like it would be cool to do. I need to. I keep telling myself. But the biggest thing for me that it was for the longest time was always weed, man. Every time at night I'd smoke weed, and not like a lot. I'd smoke like half a joint. I'd be out my ass kind of thing. But I don't know. Recently, I have such a weird relationship with it. I love hate it. So it's definitely dropped that to more so focus on actual sustainable habits. Like mostly for me, it's been exercising. Like I love going to the gym. I love working out. I love just early morning kind of workout. And by early, I mean like 11. That's early for me.
Me too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just mostly working out. Video games helps de-stress. And yeah, just same with her. Like we love truly to go drive, go on hikes locally. Like we have our favorite few places that whenever things just build up real quick, we just head out and listen to some music, chill, and that kind of thing.
I think as far as you said for the oh my goodness, I'm drawing a total blank. What was it? You literally just said it. It was something about one of the things that no, it was after that, right after that. You said something about
working out.
Maybe it was. Oh, I'm totally drawing a blank to it. We're gonna leave it because I'm gonna be stuck on this for way too long. But I think that's good. It's good that you have things to help you decompress because I think as far as especially running a business. Oh, I know what it was. It was that you are such a late body because I think even like our meeting to set up this thing was even at like 10 p.m., which is usually later than most people would meet with me, which is totally fine. It's right on my timeline. It wasn't for yours, which kind of sucks. Or wasn't for most people, so which is just kind of the only reason I don't do it. But no, I was very content to have the meeting at I think it was like 10:30 we had it at, which was like it was super awesome for me because it was right on my timeline. So yeah.
Yeah, we're like night owls for sure.
Definitely cannot be early morning. I love waking up early morning when it's like the sun's coming up and it's beautiful. You have all the time to yourself. It's quiet. Definitely a nice time to like meditate and relax. But to do it, it sucks. One of my
Yeah.
goals for the next coming little while is just to like wake up at like 6, 7 in the morning, go down to Belcara and just meditate there for a while. Like that'll be cool. That'll be peaceful.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So we put about the decompressing. This is going to totally flip the other way. What is your biggest fear in life?
Oh, I think my biggest fear is dying before I hit all the accomplishments I want to hit.
Okay.
Like not death itself, but feeling like I've like lived like a half unfulfilled life, if that makes sense.
Okay. What would be something that you, if you're opening sharing, what would be accomplishment that you hope to achieve?
Well, just growing like this business and hitting certain like monetary figures, but then also being able to like hire certain people. I want to be able to like give back jobs like locally and stuff like that and work with other artists and give them like a platform to be able to sell their art when if they weren't able to themselves and stuff like that. So I really want to be able to kind of hone in on like the more of the business side because I feel like I've been so focused on social media and stuff like that the past year that I do kind of want to like shift my perspective and kind of go back into like the roots of kind of where we started and stuff like that. So definitely being able to kind of grow that and grow my social media following and stuff like that too. It's cool some of the brands I get to work with. So I feel like there's certain other brands I'd like to be able to work with and certain numbers you want to hit. It's like social media is just one of those games where you just want to keep hitting the next milestone. It's like a drug, just wanting to, you know what I mean, hit the next milestone, hit the next accomplishment and stuff. So I feel like I have like super high expectations for myself, so I just don't want to like peace out from Earth before I before I hit them, you know?
That's the thing too, is I think, and also taking the time to, because like you said it best. It's so easy to just be like, okay, next milestone, next milestone. It's taking
Yeah.
time to actually look back and be like, wow, that's pretty impressive. I did that. So one of the things I don't know if you realize is because we set this up a couple weeks ago, is that you weren't at 300,000 followers on TikTok when we talked, me and Alex,
No, I don't think so.
and that came up about how like that you guys were just about to hit that threshold, which is so crazy. And then now you're like, you've already blown by that. Now you're like, I think you're 304, 305 when I just checked the other night. Which is already like crazy. Like it's still going, which is amazing. And I of course it is, because why wouldn't it be? But and I think it's good to kind of stop and remember, like, to kind of give yourself a pat on the back and enjoy the journey rather than just the destination, because I think it's so easy to do that with being a creator, right? And I think for me, as we just hit affiliate a couple streams ago, and I basically took a whole kind of a week to basically celebrate and be like, okay, I did this. It's the first kind of achievement, and it's going to keep on happening. But I need to also realize that this is part of the journey. This isn't just one step. Okay, next we're doing this sort of thing, and because I find myself doing that kind of stepping stool of, okay, we're going to go next thing, and
Exactly. And you have to celebrate the little wins, I feel like, because it can be so easy to kind of get engulfed by just wanting to work and keep progressing that you forget like how much you've actually put in to achieve some of the things that you've already hit. So I don't know. It's hard for me sometimes too, because I feel like, especially in the industry of social media and stuff like that, you're always comparing yourself to your peers and the people around you who are growing faster than you or who have videos that are more successful than yours. So it's always hard to try to pull yourself out of that and be like, oh, just because like my friend hit like 2 million on TikTok, you know what I mean? It doesn't take away from like, whoa, that one of my videos did like, you know what I mean? Like 2 million a few weeks ago or whatever. Like it's so hard to take yourself out of comparing, but it's like super important to be able to do that, because I feel like if all you care about is the numbers, as soon as the numbers start to go down or as soon as they start to stop, your happiness goes down too. So I think it's really important to be able to have like your happiness rooted in something else besides just like accomplishments. I feel like people need to be proud of like the work they put in to get to those accomplishments, kind of like what you were saying.
and it's, as much as I love the platform, and I'm the biggest advocate for it, TikTok, it's so unpredictable. And that it's a love-hate relationship totally. Like I think it's the most amazing, because it can bring people from that are absolutely no one. And if you have an idea that kind of hits off, or even like something that's kind of just goofy and funny, you can be an overnight like go viral overnight, which is we've never seen on any platform before. The thing is that you're also seeing these other people who are putting in so much time and effort and don't get anything. And so like that's why I love to see people that are actually have been able to kind of work the algorithm, if you will, and find a way that it works, and kind of find their following in a sense. And I think it's great that you guys have been able to do that in that sense, and that's super awesome. And I'm super excited for you guys to see where it goes and stuff like that. And I'm super big fans of anyone who can kind of bring a following from TikTok to anywhere, because I think TikTok's is so it's gonna be one of those things it'll move anywhere with you in that sense. Yeah, as my mom
But
said.
yeah, it's hard. The conversion sometimes isn't as like high as you'd want it to be. You know what I mean? Like if you have, there's people who have like millions of followers on TikTok, yet they still only have like, I don't know, like 50K on Instagram, for example. So it's not as high of a conversion, I would say, as like YouTube. I feel like a lot more people, if you watch someone on YouTube, you'll go follow them on Instagram. But I feel like with TikTok, so many people just like follow who they want to follow on TikTok, and then they keep all those creators like on that app. So I feel like it's about trying to actually like make a connection with the people who watch you to make them want to go follow you on the other platforms too. That's probably one of the biggest hurdles for people, because one of my friends who actually lives in the same city, she has like 6 million followers on TikTok right now. But she hit I think she just hit like 4 or 500,000 on Instagram, which is still a lot, but in comparison to TikTok, it's like nowhere close to, you know what I mean, the number she pulls on there. So it's just hard to be able to bring people cross platform to follow you on other like accounts, if that makes sense.
And Alex, what about you? What is something that what's your biggest fear in life?
Dude, I'm looking forward to death. Holy shit, I'm really excited. Not like I want to do it, but like I'm excited to see what's gonna happen afterwards. Like I have my own belief system, so that's definitely not it, but definitely living an unfulfilled life, whatever that may be for whoever, you know, finding that purpose of what you want to be doing. That's get rid of all the bullshit, the bias, whatever media tells you, like what personally makes you happy, fulfilled internally, and how can you live that out and spread that onto others? How can you spread more positivity, love, sort of? How can you get more people connected? How, like, how can you live something that when you're dying or when you're on your deathbed, you look back and you could be happy for not necessarily every decision you made, but content with the decisions you made, the consequences with it, whatever, but you don't regret anything. Living an unregretful life would probably be the biggest fear. Living a regrettable life would be the biggest fear for me.
So I'm gonna go into a thing, and I've told the story already on stream once, but it's something that my insight on it has changed a little bit since I've last explained the story. So I don't know if you guys know or if you've seen it anywhere written, because I think I might have put it on Instagram. I don't know. I don't remember if I did or not. But regardless, explain the story is when I got my vaccination about a week and a half ago or so, I passed out cold, out like a light. Like it was the first time I've ever passed out ever doing anything. I've kind of tunnel vision before when I've had blood work done in the past, but never like lights out coming to like I've played hockey my whole life. I've gotten hit pretty hard and stuff like that, and gotten concussions. I've never ever lights out gone. And so something that I was talking about, and so something I wasn't going to bring on stream, but I think it's something that is kind of important to talk about because I don't know if anyone like, have you guys, either of you ever passed out like completely out? Yeah. Okay. So MMA, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. No, God, not even.
Really? Oh,
no,
wow.
I was just on the toilet, dude. It was like 2 in the morning. I was literally just, it's a weird story. I wasn't shitting or anything, so luckily it wasn't bad timing. But yeah, I was just on the toilet downstairs in my old place, and I just stood up. Everything sort of started spinning. I fell, had a mild concussion because I hit my eye on the sink.
Oh,
Any
jeez.
closer, I would have lost vision in my left eye. Yeah, I think this was a year or two ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no like memory or recollection of what happened or what occurred, why it occurred. It was probably because I didn't eat any food or anything for about like 12 to 14 hours, just running on fumes kind of thing. And I was working a lot back then. That I was up by like 7:30 every morning, going to sleep at like 3, 4 in the morning, not eating enough during the days. But yeah, passed out, hit my head, texted her like 2 hours later when she was already sleeping, being like, who did I kill? What happened? Was I driving? Like, are there people dead right now? Like,
Where did
it
you
was so weird.
Where did you wake up?
Upstairs in my other bathroom. And then I
Oh.
went downstairs like the next day. My whole eye was black. I had like cuts all over my face. There was blood all over the walls.
Oh,
Somehow
wow.
I have no idea what happened, how it occurred, but yeah.
That's
Then I
scary.
had to go get my like MRI, brain checked, all that shit. So yeah,
Like,
so far so good though.
so and yeah, I think that's one thing that's so like scary. Like it is a traumatic event. Period. Let's call it what it is, type of thing. But I would say as far as that is, I first off I have anxiety, and a big part of my anxiety is the unknown of what kind of happens, and whether it be like dark, like going into somewhere like a place that I don't know, whether it be like even meeting someone I don't know, or doing something I don't like, whatever the unknown may be. However, I believe kind of pushing that uncomfortability definitely helps improve and get better and achieve as a human in a sense. It's still something that will scare me whether I like it or not. But where I'm going with this is when I fainted, I've always been terrified of death because I don't know what it is. There's no one in this world that can explain it word for word, and it will sound 100% to me until I've practically like feel it, if you will. And I will say, as far as like, I'm not someone who has any feelings of suicide or anything like that, but I think as far as when I fainted, it made me feel comfortable with the idea of death for the first time in my life. And
Oh, wow.
it took about a week or so for me to kind of get that understanding of what it was. But I think and the best way I can explain it is death affects the people that are left behind more than it does the person that it happens to. And
Totally.
as sad as that is, and it's obviously that I don't want that to happen either too, because obviously I have a beautiful girlfriend that I love as well, and I have a family that I love dearly, and friends that I love dearly that I'll be very obviously sad to leave behind, and I know the pain that it will leave them with too, when that day eventually comes. But I would say it gave me a bit of peace, if you will, into the situation that I never had before. It was always something that I was always so like worried about, and um so like it was something that would almost consume my thoughts, and like what happens next, what happens next. And it was kind of good because essentially like the fainting was kind of an insight to what would kind of happen. Is basically you're there and then you're not, and like and you don't know that you're out. Like it's just, and I think I remember yeah, and I remember with the Sopranos, they did an episode, and I never watched Sopranos, but I've always heard about it. Hi Beck, how's it going? Is that basically is like one of the end scenes is that basically just goes black, and it basically talk about an episode before that is that basically like that's what death light is, basically just goes dark and nothing happens, like because lights go out, like, you know what I mean, sort of thing. And that's what happened. And there was nothing in the situation for my fainting thing. There was nothing scary leading up to it. Obviously it was like I knew things were what was happening and I was going to pass out type of thing, but I didn't realize it was going to be that bad. And it was definitely it was an interesting insight that I've had, and it was one of those kind of deeper thoughts, and it was probably the worst timing because it hit me as I was in the middle of driving, and I'm like like sort of thinking like which is terrifying in itself, but like luckily I was on like a road that had no one on it, but and it was all good. But like yeah, too deep in my thoughts, I got to be careful when thinking about that stuff. But yeah,
Definitely. Well, I mean, that's a good viewpoint. Like, and it's crazy though that it takes something like that for you to be able to realize that. But I mean, at least you were young and kind of figured that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than being fearful of death your whole life.
That's it.
Yeah, my kind of. Oh, you go off.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it was.
My thing with like death, ever since I was a kid, I was always like fascinated with it. Not necessarily scared or like what's gonna happen. Obviously, when I was like 6 or 7, I first started talking to my dad about it and like what happens. He gave his theories, and because he was like big with shamanism and like hanging out with those kind of people. And we've always had like growing up a bunch of different shamans come into our house, live there for a little bit, practice a lot of different sessions kind of thing. And so I was sort of grown up around that sort of theory and speculation of what occurs according to them and like a really spiritual sort of outlook, like removing the bias of religion and all that aside. Yeah, it was always been fascinating to me. So ever since I was a kid, I was always having discussions with my dad. And to me, like now I'm not suicidal or anything like you said, but I'm so excited to look forward to death. Like when it happens, that's why like me and her, we both treat death in a really different kind of way than most people do. Most people like to grieve and get it all out of their systems, which completely personal opinion that isn't true to anyone else, but I find it to be a little bit more selfish. I found that most people when they're sad aren't sad necessarily for the person that they lost. They're sad for themselves and they don't know how to feel or how to cope now. And then they start blaming themselves that they haven't spent enough time with this person or they didn't do enough when they were alive, kind of thing. And so to me, like when I die, I want that shit to be a party, dude. It's gonna be incredible. Like I'm having a good time now. You guys can have a good time. Like I made a bunch of jokes. When I die, I better be converted into a weed plant. So then when it's my anniversary, I want people to be smoking that OG Sasha. I want you guys to remember and laugh about it, like enjoy the times, you know?
It's definitely an interesting insight, and I think, like, I agree with you. I think to a certain extent, I think I don't know if I would agree 100%, but I would say is that the death is for the people it leaves behind. It's not for the people that pass away, because I mean you're not gonna, you know what I mean, you're not part of the party type of thing, which is sad, but like it's yeah, like let's go, but it's I think yeah, better place type of thing, of course. Yeah, no, it's definitely and I heard you say, and that's why I kind of wanted to bring it up today, is because I heard you say about how you were kind of excited for it, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's interesting insight on it, because like you said, like it's not something that's a suicidal in any sense. It was just kind of it's kind of that open kind of mindset of what happens sort of thing. Like it's an interest almost more than anything. And like I definitely wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm like you. I'm the curious type that would be interested in a sense, and I don't hope I hope I don't have to learn what it's like for many years. But it is something that it would be, and to be able to be like, oh, so this way. And have you guys I don't know if you guys are Disney fans or Pixar fans, but have you seen the movie Soul?
No, I haven't, but
I heard good things.
my best friend's like is obsessed with
Okay.
that movie.
You need to watch it. I'm telling you, if there's one movie you watch this whole year, that is the movie you need to watch. Especially with your outlook on death, you need to watch it. It's a beautifully written movie, and as CJ said, it's so good. One of the best movies I think I've seen, probably in the past like 5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it's like it's really good. And I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it. Yeah, if you need Disney Plus, let me know. But yeah, so as far as the yeah, it's definitely it's a beautiful movie, but it does definitely touches on kind of what we just talked here. And yeah, no, it also changed my insight as well on death too. And it might, for anyone who is kind of uncomfortable with death in a sense, without giving too much of the premise away, it may support your feelings on it, and kind of give it more of an interesting outlook on life, period, rather than just like death. But yeah. Yeah, so that's we went on a tangent there. That was awesome. I like that. That was good. Let's go. I guess we'll kind of go off of the grieving things in a sense. We'll kind of keep it kind of natural to where it is. For this is obviously for both of you. Can you remember a time that you the last time that you cried, and what was the reason?
Oh, I think I had just a mental breakdown from stress. And I think I just I lost my shit in the car by myself when I was just listening to music, and I was just I just didn't know how to deal with the stress. I feel like sometimes I'm juggling 6 or 7 things at once, and everything needs my attention, or everything needs my approval in some sort of way. I have an assistant who helps me do emails and social media stuff, so they need my help with something, and then you'll be working on something that needs my help, and then I have 3 deadlines for sponsored videos I have to send to companies, and then I have all my tattoo clients and all my own stuff, and it's just it can be overwhelming at times, especially when I feel like I have more than 5 deadlines in the same short time frame, for pretty big projects, and then I just couldn't handle it, so I just lost my shit. I think I was sleeping 4 hours a night or something like that because I was up so late working, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore.
How long? Sorry, how long ago was that? Just before I go into Alex.
Probably 2 or 3 months ago. Probably 3 months ago.
If I've learned anything so far from this podcast, is that you guys need way more sleep.
Yes. We need better sleep schedules in general.
I'm not saying I'm preaching it as someone who also doesn't have a good sleep schedule, but I'm just saying is
I've been trying to work on that. It takes a lot.
It does.
But I mean, the last time I cried, shit, my story's gonna be completely different from hers. I was on mushrooms. Yeah, I was just, I found I was just, it was like a mixed bag of feelings. I was really happy and beautiful. Everything was just beautiful, and I was really introspective about my life and just life in general, being grateful, what I've come to, all this kind of stuff. But the sad version of that was just sort of unpacking things that I necessarily didn't want to in the back of my mind. And sort of when you take mushrooms on a certain dose, definitely don't do it more than once or twice, a year kind of thing. But if you were to do it, you sort of have whatever baggage you may have been holding on to is brought to the surface, and you have absolutely no control over it. It's not a good or bad thing, but when it is brought there, you're sort of forced to deal with it. Things you can in everyday life, if you're busy, people can put work on it. And so you sort of forget about the things that really matter most to you. But then when I was in that state and subconscious, it was just all brought out and made me realize what's more important to me in my life, how I'm acting, how I treat others, all this stuff. And so I sort of just introspectively looked back at myself, cried a little, and then went on with it. Yeah. Accepted a lot of different things.
Awesome. Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, you flipping it on me. Okay. So you know what's funny is I probably would have started crying when I got my shot. I was starting to get really emotional because I was excited. It was more excitement than anything of how we're getting to the point where we're coming back to a more normal society. And that was exciting for me. And that's I started kind of getting emotional for that. And then I started going tunnel vision. I'm like, okay, no time for that, I guess. But the last time that I I like had a full on cry. And this is we're somehow loopholing all the way back again to death again. But it was this guy. It was this guy on TikTok, and I don't know if you guys he's ever fallen to your For You page. He has a huge following from what I've seen. I've actually had to put him aside or put his stuff aside because it makes me so sad and like it breaks my heart. But he is about our age, and he had a wife, I guess technically, that passed away of cancer around the same age as us. And
God.
he talks about the grieving stages and stuff like that, things he's gone through, and how he's like, and basically kind of telling the story that was her essentially. And it is like I'm feeling emotional right now, like I'm like getting like a little like
Yeah.
sort of thing. But it's one of those things in it, and I'm sure you guys can relate with having a significant other, and especially someone that like you spend a lot of time with. It's just one of those things that's like I don't know what like the things that like there was so much that they didn't get to do because they were so young, and it's just so sad. Like there's so many parts of it. Like it's not even just sad that it's just a couple. It's so sad that like it's a kid, it's a child. You know what I mean? Like we are children still. You know what I mean? Like we're not that old. Like I mean, my back says otherwise, but like as far as like as the like actually like living life, we're so young, and it's just it's so sad. By the way, super. Thank you for joining in. Hope you have a good sleep there. We'll talk soon. I saw you jumped in the Discord. I'm very excited to talk to you more. But yeah, I think as far as that was the last time, and I remember like I was, as everyone does, sitting in bed and scrolling, and I think it was the morning I was scrolling, and my girlfriend wakes up and I'm like, I don't want to lose you. Like it was one of those like yeah, definitely ugly crying, but yeah, no, it was one of those sad things. It was just like it put things into realization a little more of that. I'm definitely fortunate that there's no terminal illness, and hopefully for a very very long time that I don't have to deal with anything like that. Especially even my family, I'm very very fortunate, and I think that was part of it too. Is just being so lucky. But yeah, thanks for flipping that one on me. I appreciate that.
I wanted to hear your side of that for sure.
And yeah, for as far as when I mean, aside from like the almost one at getting my vaccine, which was like a week ago. Before that was probably like 2-3 months ago. But yeah. Let's keep on the death thing. I'm sorry for anyone. I hope that's not a trigger for anyone, because I think we've kind of gone to the deep sand of it a bit. But if you died tonight, what would you regret not doing?
I don't think anything, to be honest. I'd probably be disappointed I couldn't keep living, but I feel like I'm pretty fortunate that when I want something or I set a goal, I go after it pretty rigorously from the get-go. So I feel like I wouldn't be upset because I feel like I've tried everything that I've wanted to try so far. Like obviously there's things that like I would love to be traveling right now, but the world won't, you know what I mean, let us go travel. So I would regret maybe not going and exploring more places, but that's also kind of like out of my control in the current climate that we're in. But
when you get
what about you?
When you get to travel, where would you go? What would be the first place you go?
Oh my God, anywhere with a beach right now. Like I'd go back to Hawaii, maybe a different island, Costa Rica, something like that.
For me, yeah, probably if I died, my biggest regret would be not giving the people that are most important to me the life that they deserve, kind of thing. My mom, my dad, you. I sort of want to leave behind like a big chunk of money and just something for them to live off of, so they don't have to worry, or their kids don't have to worry. So yeah, probably biggest regret is just not being able to provide enough.
But that comes with time too.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Of course.
I think we're
So
all
only time will tell.
We're all fighting time, unfortunately. But yeah, it's the one, and that's why I say I've said this before on stream as well, as if you guys are hanging out with us, a subscription is amazing, a follow is awesome, hanging out with the Discord is amazing, and all those nice things. Buying merch is awesome, things like that. That's definitely support. The stuff is awesome, but you being here is the one commodity that you can never get back. Money comes and goes, but like spending like time sitting here and hanging out and listening, whether it be you guys giving your time up, because I know as the first I think text I got back from Alex was, I don't think I've ever heard of Tamaya having 3 hours that are open to do something. And so so thank you first off for the time to be able to spend doing this, because I think it's something that I'm very excited. It made it, I think, that much better to have both of you on the whole time.
No,
for
you're
this.
like rad. This is awesome.
For sure. What's up? We are getting to the end of this, by the way. I will make sure you guys are out of here by 3, 100%. I promise.
No stress, no stress.
And then as far as that is also the people watching and the people that are hanging out and come in every Tuesday and hang out and watch the streams and get to kind of know a little bit more about me, get to know the guests that I find very interesting and stuff like that. And then also too is after stream, I've noticed because I will usually pop into wherever the other people are, whether it be their TikToks, whether it be their Twitch streams, so that, and say kind of what's up and sort of thing. And it's funny to see the people that I've been able to kind of carry over and bring over to that stuff that are like supporting those people because I kind of vouch for them in a sense, and that's super awesome to me. And giving even more time than just this one episode is really awesome and cool to me. Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got? Here's a good one, especially on the TikTok kind of sense of things. What current trend makes no sense to you?
Oh, I know it didn't make sense. You know that like Versailles run where like the people are like running through the.
And you did it.
I did it. I know, but I didn't understand it for so long because I don't think it was available in Canada. So I was watching it and I was just like losing my shit because I just thought that the facial reactions of these people were so funny.
There's some good
but
ones.
I was just like, I think I was like late to that meme. I was just like, it's funny, but I like didn't get it. And then like I had to go through all like the videos, like all the top liked videos to kind of get an understanding for it. But that's really funny. But I don't like any of like the thirst traps, like any video. Like I will scroll by like girls and guys that are just like, I don't know, it's so cringy when they're standing there just trying to like flex or like look hot. I don't know, it just like
The Bugs Bunny trend is what you're telling me?
shit like that like irks everything in my soul. Like I don't know why it bugs me so much. Like go off, they're beautiful girls doing it, but like I just watch it and I'm kind of like cringed out by it, if that makes sense. Like
He made a draft of this and you still decided to cast it. Shit, okay.
Well, CJ, if he's still in here, I've been pushing CJ. I think it'd be the funniest thing for him to do the Bugs Bunny challenge. I think it's even though the trend's over, I think it'd still be funny just to do it. It's just kind of more of a kind of a meme format. See, he said there's no way. But I still think it'd be hilarious to see him do it. I won't. I know you won't, but I think it'd still be hilarious. I think it would do numbers.
It's worth it.
It's called. Tamaya knows what she's talking about. She has 300,000 followers on TikTok. I mean, unless, see,
There's a formula.
I'll do it.
There you go. See, there you go, CJ. She said she'll do edit for you. That'd be hilarious. Could you imagine? Yeah, exactly. You guys
that would be so funny.
Yeah, that would be.
I will do edit. I'll be like, this is the shit I need to see on my For You page. You should really do that.
CJ, I can see. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'll do it then. We'll be patiently waiting, CJ, for the
just
the TikTok
tag me. I'm really looking forward to this.
Duet me.
He says for a duet bet. See, what's going to get out of money? I mean, hey, it could eventually amount to money in that sense. I hear that apparently in the States, and I don't think it's active here in Canada yet. And maybe you can answer this for me. There's a creator program for TikTok.
Yes. There's a creator fund for the States, and actually most countries besides Canada were always the last to the game. So the things like the States, they're paid for their views, which is rad. Like they can get paid like anyone, if you're getting like millions of views a month, some of those people are making thousands and thousands of dollars just based off of their views every month. But then kind of across the board, the one main thing that makes people money is brand deals. So when brands reach out and obviously ask to like sponsor videos. And so like obviously the more followers you have with that, the higher you'll get paid for a collaboration. So it really, you have to negotiate a lot too. Like a lot goes on behind the scenes that I feel like people don't necessarily know from just looking at it. Like people think you just make stupid videos or funny videos and you know what I mean, and you blow up or whatever. But there's a lot of like business that goes in behind it too, because there's lots of people that like reach out and want to work with you and stuff. So.
Sure. I do have, by the way, I have questions for you off stream about stuff like that, about brand deals and sponsorships and stuff like that maybe you guys can help me answer too, considering I know you guys, I'm looking at your stuff and I see you guys you've gotten with quite a few companies and you've done a really good job of kind of working with companies and making it so that your brand doesn't get just totally kiboshed by other brands. I think it's, you make, it works well with your kind of brand in that sense.
We have to say, I say no a lot to certain things, if that makes sense, if it doesn't kind of fit what I'm aligned with. So I get a lot more requests than things I follow through with.
You're not selling out. That's awesome, and you shouldn't.
I'm not a sellout. Yeah, exactly.
If you could ask a single person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who would you ask and what would you ask? and the person can be dead or alive.
Oh my gosh. I would love to sit down with Drake.
Oh.
I would love to know how he handles the stress of people, how he can tell if people are using him, how he can tell if people are like genuine in his life, like how he balances his life being one of the most famous people on the planet. Like I would love to just pick his brain for like an hour about anything. He could literally like spit on me and I would be like, "Yes, thank you so much for taking the time to spit on me." Like I would do anything
Oh
to be in a
boy.
room with Drake for an hour.
Oh boy.
Not like that, like just to
That
talk to him,
that
but,
sounded
like,
so sincere that you just threw that. And it was like, oh boy.
I'm gonna clip this.
All right. Okay. And
What
for you,
about you?
Alex.
Damn, that's tough. Honestly, in the same boat, I do the exact same, but The Weeknd. I adore The Weeknd so much. I love his old shit, love his new shit. Definitely cool to ask the same sort of questions, like to come up from being practically homeless to like being an international superstar. Like, how was that? How to come up from like robbing people to fucking like killing banks, man. Like, it's crazy. I'd just want to learn about their hustle, how they came up. Same with like Mark Cuban would be probably really cool, or Nikola Tesla. Just about how they deal with their life story, like how they deal with mostly their like mental health, where their motivations come from, what
Yeah.
makes them want to do what they do. You know, how hard do you really work versus how much does the media portray it? Like, I absolutely fucking hate hustle culture, dude. That whole hustle culture, gotta grind, stay on the grind. If you're not sleeping more than 2 hours, you're fucking
Yeah.
wasting your time.
Yeah.
Gary V's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, snorting blow every other minute. I'm like, dude, honestly, that shit's so dumb. Like, I don't want to work 80-hour weeks. I don't want to work in a company. I don't want to do any of this shit that's sort of put onto us. That's like, oh, in order to live a fulfilling life, you got to do this. I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
that.
you gotta burn yourself
None
out.
of that
Yeah.
entices me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I agree, and I'm gonna say kind of what going off what CJ just put is I love Gary Vee, and like very smart man. But I agree with you. I don't think lack of sleep it should be ever warranted in that sense. And like sleep is one of the like the big, and I say this as like I said, someone who just slept like barely 5 hours last night.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah.
too is also being I think part of it too is one being able to be I was also very excited. Whenever a new episode is, I'm always super excited the night before. That's one part of it. The second part of it also is that there is I was also super excited for the announcement that we had today. That was another part. We've been working on it this whole past week, and so I think that was part of it. But I think
Totally.
yes, I think
Right.
as far as hustle culture, I don't think it's not healthy, if you will. Like for most people, I think
Yeah,
it's pretty um it gives a bad idea for the people that
Yeah,
are
I feel
Absolutely.
like people like that at this point they start to value your worth as a human being based on your productivity, which isn't, in my opinion, what people should be valued on. Is like how productive you are, how many hours you put in. I think Gary Vee is like a super smart dude and he has put in a lot of work to get to where he is.
of
But
course.
I think people take everything he says literally. And I think there's a lot of negative aspects that also come from him. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of what he says is true.
Of course.
But like he talks over everyone. He doesn't really let people say what they want. If someone kind of goes against what he says, he freaks out. I don't think he's the most emotionally intelligent in that respect. Like,
He's on a
no shade,
Yeah.
Gary Vee. He probably never even paid me the time of day. But he's clearly built an empire and he's good at what he does. But I think that he doesn't like to like go introspective on himself and figure out where he can be better, and telling people to sleep like 2 hours a night to grind all night. I feel like that's horrible advice.
Yeah.
You can't do shit till your 30s. You
It's-
have to be grinding in your 20s. Like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's that I think I also too like speaking over people and cutting off people and being like no and like this. I think it's kind of like correct me if I'm wrong, Donovan, but it's basically like the New York fuck you like kind of like mentality of like
Yeah.
I think that's probably part of it. Gary Vee, by the way, we're talking about CJ is how Gary Vee is kind of like in that sense, and I mean I would say yeah New York exactly, but as far as Gary Vee, you're right. There's so many things he has that is good, but I think there's certain parts of you said it best. I think there's a missing part of emotional intelligence, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like he's so interested in his hustle and his brand and building it and that stuff, and that's for him. You know what I mean? Like we just have different ideologies on that, and that's totally fine. But I think as far as how I've seen things and how I've worked with creators, there's not been one creator that I have talked to that hasn't felt some sort of burnout, whether it's be minimal or like really feeling it, like the fact that they're like ready to kind of like it's time to go type of thing, like time to like leave the platform and just go back to kind of a 9 to 5 sort of thing, or if they already are and just kind of just leave Twitch and stuff like that. And it's hard because obviously like creative types, and I think people are usually a creative kind of personality in that sense. It's hard to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna give it up and stuff like that. And he's almost giving up on dreams, which is sad. And I don't want anyone to feel like they have to give up on dreams because it just doesn't work out.
No, totally. And like he always preaches to like don't read hate comments and stuff like that and you'll be fine. But like I feel like you have to be a very specific type of person to not care about the negative things that people are saying to you. Cause at least for me, for the first like 6-7 months when I was doing TikTok and gaining some sort of like viewership, every mean thing someone would say, I would be so torn apart by it. I would be just like, oh my God, why are they saying this? And then it takes you a while to realize that like there are thousands of people saying nice things about you, and then that one negative thing is like what you're focusing on. Like that's not what it should be like. But I don't know. Gary Vee, he gets on my nerves sometimes. Like he tells people to like not care about that, but he doesn't realize there's like 14-year-olds who like watch his shit and then also get bullied on and stuff.
School and shit. It's like, oh, sorry to cut off, but like we had this one kid in one of our classes who was just so pro Gary Vee, pro Bill Gates, pro like all this shit that he just stood up in one of our marketing classes. He's like, why are we even here? Like he was trying to start a riot or some shit. It's like, this is so stupid. Like all the legends, all the Gary V's in the world, they didn't go to school. They dropped out and they hustled. Like this is so stupid. Like Bill Gates started Microsoft. He dropped out of school, and I'm like, yo, listen, buddy. Bill Gates went to fucking Harvard. You're in Douglas College. Sit your ass down. You're nobody. Take it with a grain of salt. Like, I truly don't care what your aspirations are. You're here, like, don't ruin it for everyone else, all right?
Saying it to the
class, bro.
Like,
The
I'm
thing
not
is,
paid enough to do this.
yeah, exactly. It's the thing is, it's like why pay for it then if you don't want to be there. If that's your ideology, like take your like go take your money and invest in you. Like that's fine.
Which is totally fine. But
don't be yelling. Yeah, exactly.
The man's doing his job.
Yeah, this guy said at the start of class like I don't get paid enough for this. like poor guy.
I don't even know how to answer this.
So stupid, man.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah,
I feel for that
it's dangerous
professor.
with that sort of like mentality when people really young.
To close that whole thing, I think there's a lot of beneficial things that Gary Vee preaches. I think it needs to be on the right set of ears because I think it could be dangerous if someone who's very young and impressionable hears that they need to sleep 2 hours of night and then grind 7 days a week to be successful, because then like their mental health will go down the drain. You know what I mean? They'll like lose relationships and stuff. So
of course.
I just got a reminder here. We're 10 minutes away from 3 o'clock, and I promised you. So we're gonna go one thing, and then we're gonna go one question, and then I'm gonna give you guys the floor for a little bit. We'll do a raid, and we'll be out of here. But we're gonna kind of speed around it here. But just one thing that I saw is what's called Mama Lisa goes, hey. I started at Douglas College before I went to SFU, and then she became a teacher. So I mean, there's success stories.
I'm graduating from Douglas. It's all good.
This is awesome. It was the guy that was shitting on him in the class.
I wanted to go to SFU, and hey, I couldn't even get in. So like, I'm proud of it. It's fine.
Exactly. And then our final question. And for those of you that have been around here for a while, you know what this question is going to be. And I ask it to every single one of our guests. And if you guys want to, I think would be kind of cool. So what's up, Seth? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're speed running in here, Seth. So I'm so sorry. We're trying to get out of here by 3 o'clock. But thank you for stopping in and saying hi. We're welcome to hang out and say what's up too, and hang out. And if there are any questions you have, throw them in. Maybe we can get one more in there if you have a question. But and so maybe if you guys want to do maybe one for each of you, and then one maybe for the brand of your company, maybe if you'd like. If not, that's okay as well. If you just want to do one for each of you. But if your life was a movie, what would the title be and why?
Oh,
that's a good question.
That's a good question, though.
Oh, I just lost everything on my screen. I don't know if that affected everyone else, but that was weird. Something just disappeared. Thank you. Yes, Seth. Well, what's it called? Well, you are. While they're thinking of their movie title, go check out their stuff. Go follow them on their stuff. It's
I don't know.
Definitely worth the follow.
The Young and Reckless, I guess. The Young and Restless.
Young and Restless.
Restless.
Restless don't sleep. Yeah.
Both really. Yeah. I'd say that would be a good one. The Young and Restless.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm struggling to come up with a title here for you.
Right.
Too slow, too curious. Too fast, too furious.
Too slow, too curious. Yeah, that's gonna be another like
Current one.
sorry, another 50 years, and I think that'll be what Fast and Furious' titles will have to be because everyone will be like 100 years old.
Literally.
It's so funny. Well, I feel like my movie title, at least for the past few months, is just Overtired.
Okay.
Or like No Sleep, some shit like that.
Overtired.
I need more sleep, as you can see.
Overtired the documentary.
Documentary.
Awesome. All right.
Overtired and stressed.
Do you guys have one for your brand for Pulse Vancity? If they were to do one about your company.
A movie? I don't know.
A movie title, yeah.
Movie. The Coming of Christ.
The Creative Pursuit.
Something like that, yeah.
I like that. The Creative Pursuit is a good idea. Good one.
like-
Oh, I just
Yeah.
opened Twitch and Twitch is yelling at me from a streamer on the front page. I'm so sorry. I like that. The Creative Pursuit. I like that. Okay. So, as far as that, those are our last. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I see that 10 minutes ago, CJ asked a question and I didn't get to it. It actually is not a question. He says, but you two are angelic and should make the Kardashian. Should take the Kardashians' place in pop culture dom. That's what he says.
That would be awesome.
I love that. Honestly, one of our dreams is to be on a reality show. Like that would be so much fun.
Oh, you guys are too funny. I could definitely see you guys being that kind of style in that sense of having your show. I hope it would. I think it would be too much though, because I think it would just be like too much in your face and like too much going on. But like, I think the privacy thing would be nice for you guys to be able to have.
But like as like a mockumentary, you know,
Totally.
like I'd love to do like a rip on reality TV. Like that would be so funny.
Let's talk. I think like we probably figure out something that'd be kind of funny and get to do, especially after COVID. I think it'd be something that we could definitely get doing and like selling sunset type of vibes. That would be kind of funny in that sense. That could be funny. But for the next little bit here, I'm going to give you guys the floor. You guys can shout at anything. This is what we do at the end of every podcast. I'm going to go find someone for us to raid. So we're going to jump onto anyone's stream and stuff like that. Also, too, just before I give on to that, that is not the first person that says you guys are a beautiful couple. So I hope you guys realize there's been about 4 or 5 comments, and I know you guys are flipping back and forth. So I hope you guys realize that everyone thinks you are a beautiful couple. I agree with them.
Thank you.
So smart, beautiful, and business savvy. So there you go. You guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I take a lot of compliments.
Right.
Sorry, I feel like Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are like
Dude, I'd fuck him any day. Oh,
couple. They're so hot.
I'd blow that man. So hot. Jesus.
Thank you, Seth, by the way, for the doing great, Brand. And the floor is your guys' now for the next little while here while I go find this raid.
Oh, sweet. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you, Bren, for letting us come on and just chat with you for the last little bit. It's been awesome. Yeah, you can follow us. All our links are, what is it? Exclamation mark something?
Guest. Exclamation mark guest is the links. Yes. And Donovan's got them for you already in the chat there. So you're all good.
Amazing. You can follow us there if you want to book a tattoo with me for the fall or winter coming up. I have wait lists. You can get on those through our website, which is linked down below. If you want to watch me be ridiculous, follow me on TikTok. Some of them are funny, some of them are ridiculous. Yeah, all you.
I don't use social media much, but it was a pleasure coming here. I'm on and off with that shit. I'm like off for months, on for a couple weeks. Like you'll probably never find me on social media, and I'll have a post from like a year or two ago. But yeah, if you guys ever want to add me up on Xbox, type up product 7. Like literally go through. We'll play some
Sounds
games,
good.
I guess.
We'll come through. We'll come through and hang out for sure.
Hell yeah! I saw you were playing Minecraft last night. I see you.
Oh, that's actually my girlfriend. I think it's a link to my account, but yeah, let's go. We do play Minecraft. We have a realm though for sure. We play. So I play Minecraft and I also play Rocket League. Are kind of my main two. We played Valorant last night as well, but yeah, no Minecraft. If you ever want to jump in the Minecraft server, I'll show you around and give you a good old tour.
I'm not a Minecraft guy.
No,
I love Minecraft, but I've never gotten into it.
My brother's good at it though.
Yeah, Hayden loves it. But yeah, thank you so much for having us, man.
Sure.
Like honestly, it was a cool platform. It was nice to talk a little bit, express our views, and
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming in and being a part of it as well. It's just your time is definitely appreciated because I know it's not easy, especially running a whole business and doing that kind of thing. It's definitely been something that's thank you.
No worries.
Let's go. We are rolling into a raid here. We are raiding a hopefully a future guest. I see that 10 people are in the raid here. I see that there are 10 people. We're 10 for 10. Let's go. But we're going to go and raid Swigus. He's actually a TikTok creator as well that I found on TikTok, and would love to have him on this. So I mean, go say what's up. Sorry.
No, I said sweet.
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Kinda hype you with
No,
feedback.
let's go. And so I think it would be something that would be super awesome to have him on. If you guys haven't already, !announcement. That will get you the link to sign up for our Rocket League tournament that is coming up on July 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. Thank you, Donovan, for throwing that in there. Bren's Rocket League Duel Derby. We'll be talking about it in the Discord after this stream. We'd love to have all you guys there. But for the meantime, thank you so much to you guys. Thank you to the chat for coming in here. We appreciate all of you guys. And we will talk to you guys very, very soon. And I'll see you guys in the raid. Thank you guys. Take care.
Peace.
Thank you.